And with that, welcome back, folks. Hello.
There's no
Remember,
sound to that gif, but I can hear it.
the turtle fucking the croc, no. Alright. With that, last time we left off, the party had just managed to wrap up that morph slaying quest. Finally, having completed it and handed it in, the party having been given an audience with Zebril himself for completing it. Unfortunately, or rather unknowingly to the party, Melvin, who works like a good spy camera, cell phone tower, and or any of the sort for the Hive, unfortunately blew the entirety of the Monster Monday plan. In handing off a few trolls that were already pre-killed and allowing Strat and her horde to get away. Though the party was still rewarded for managing to bring corpses, and Doots was the only one forcibly made to make a choice. With Doots choosing to join the Hive, the rest of the party sat outside while this would go on and his change would begin, discussing and debating on where babies came from. Until a realization of the portal being found on Tuntun's back and the smell of something cooking, causing Tuntun to freak out, realizing that the Feywilds themselves were on fire, while Doots being dragged out and then tossed onto the shell of poor Tuntun to awaken to see this. Instead of pulling himself out, Doots would instead find himself jumping inside with the rest of the party, again, still just debating on the whole babies discussion and the fire on Tuntun's back. Though Doots could not find the source of the fire or the village in which he had come from, it was pretty clear that his village had been found or had itself caught ablaze. As he'd retreat back through the hole alongside Gygax, who, realizing this was not a good place to be, the party would find themselves debating on truly what was going on until a kind toad who had been renting out Tuntun's neck flaps. I guess that's what you'd call that on a turtle? Neck crevice, something of the sort. Yes, as the Toad Trollsbane would explain what had happened, clarifying to the party that a red dragon with a terrible song had managed to destroy and decimate the forest and conquer and capture all of the inhabitants of the village that Doots had come from. Though, with this information, the party could not find themselves distracted for long, as they found themselves chasing after the mass of living limbs that Zebril had personally requested they deal with. With slight distraction and the inability to roll above a 10 pretty much all night, I believe, Doots, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
Dudes found themselves deep in depression and contemplation as they tried to figure out what to do about what the information on their home village and to truly process what could happen going forward. The party found themselves finding a group of spiders that, with Gygax's loving embrace of his newfound spider-killing weapon, managed to easily capture the mass of living limbs and drag it back to the camp, or back to the city itself. As the party would do so, Zebril would throw a triumph for the party and reward them once again with even more goodies and gifts as we go through. We come back to the party having returned, having dropped off the massive limbs. The triumph and partying over the night now complete. You lot awakening fresh in the morning. Your items delivered to your doorsteps at your inn or at the inn. You lot just coming out of your rooms, I'd assume. What would you all like to do?
Um,
Breakfast.
yeah.
Heading down as food is brought out. You watch as almost immediately servings of what looks to be some sort of hydra, or this hydra meat is set out in a bowl of a purplish liquid with chunks of different roots and other such items. As you look at the roots inside of it, you do notice they seem to have little eyes and little like arms that seem to squirm about in their black coloration. But they smell like baked potatoes without anything on them. as you look about them swimming in the stew.
I will try it.
Ton ton.
I play with my food.
All right. As you begin to play with your food, the creatures seem to make this high-pitched screech that is somewhat faint due to the pitch, and seem to like scatter to the other side of the bowl, unable to climb out of the hot liquid. Tun digging into the bowl by the sounds of it, and Dutes, as you also dig in. The taste is quite filling. The Hydra meat looks to be somewhat aged, not having its bright purplish color the meat normally would have, though you would not know this. It looks to have kind of grayed with time as you take a chunk out of it. It's not pleasant as it's slightly rubbery and tasteless. You do get a slight spice to it that seems almost unnatural as it makes your tongue tingle as it goes down.
Oh, that is it's a very interesting flavor.
Now, hear me out. A chronomancy wizard making kitchen equipment that ages meat at a far quicker rate than if you just let it sit. Think.
One of the many ideas that Tuntun would take to his grave. As he just says Tuntun.
Culinary mastermind is what Ton really is. It's just that all of it can't be shared.
But Dutes, Gygax, and Melvin, as the dish is brought out, or is sat in front of each of you, digging in, it's not bad. The roots seem to kind of avoid your mouth when you bite down onto them. They seem to chew like anything else and go down pretty easily.
All right.
Not the worst thing I've eaten.
What's the worst thing you've eaten?
Means magic.
I mean, Morph Troll's gotta be up there. It kind of tried to regrow itself.
Ton nods in agreement.
As you lot are eating, though, you do notice a board set on the side of the wall. As it seems to be set new. The word "quest" written on it in common, seeming to have a couple of very brightly drawn arrows towards it. I did not design this, by the way, so I want to specify this.
I wonder what this is for.
As
I want to go to Chuck. I want to go to Chuck Chuck's.
Wow, look, a quest, man. It looks like somebody wants to do it. I guess we could just, should walk away.
Gygax, as you hurriedly scarf down the rest of the food, you kind of get down off your chair and start getting ready to head out. Is anybody going to be going with Gygax, or as just out of curiosity, you may following?
I'm not gonna follow.
I will look at the chest. I'll look at the quest.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna do that too.
All right.
Yep.
As the three of you go over to the quest board, we'll jump back to you in a moment. Gygax, as you head out of the city, heading down the road, you find yourself down the far left road, going straight to the now almost complete semi-platinum bricked, with a couple of what you now see some gold highlights and some of the patterns of a workshop set out. The glass itself being fully put in with gemstones. It's starting to look like a very wealthy person's overly extravagant build, as if they're just trying to show their wealth. But as you look about the yard where all the tools are set and the smithy seems to be running, the apprentices walking about, you do not see Chuck Chuck.
I go up to the last known apprentice I've talked to, and I ask him where's Chuck Chuck and Psionic.
As you do so, he looks down at you and like jumps for a moment at the surprise of you being there. And he replies in Psionic once more and goes, he was summoned by Zebril himself, the Great Master.
Oh, I wanted to say thank you for the weapons. They're very nice. I like them very much. Can anyone here put spells on them?
He shakes his head no as he looks about, and as he looks to the other apprentices, they in turn also shake their head no.
Okay. Would the listening knife saddler be able to do it?
The apprentice kind of looks like he's kind of thinking for a moment as his eyes stare off for a moment, and then as he looks back down at you, he just nods yes, up and down.
Okay, then I want to go there.
Okay. As you start running off, we'll come back to you in a moment. Melvin, Doots, and Tuntun, as you kind of get off your stools and chairs, climb down over to the quest board, you see there are currently 3 quests set on the board, each with an arrow pointing to them, very clearly showing, as well as a 4th one set off to the side. The first one, on the far left, reads, a wanted poster for 3 escaped Savage Knoll slaves. Listed somewhere on the island. There's no last known location or anything like that. The value for the Knolls looks to be at market value for alive and market value for goods if dead. Which roughly, as you guys kind of take a minute to think about that, you'd account that to maybe about 500 gold pieces here in the city for alive, and about 600 for if it's dead. The second
100 for all 3 or for each?
It's for all 3.
Okay.
But the prices are individual, so it means if you only get one of them and bring it back, you get paid for that one individual. So you get a total of up to 1,500 or 1,800. The second quest shows something about a group of wandering spiders that have been taken over a small area up on the surface and have been hunting some of the lesser mind flayers slaves that are trying to work in the area. The value is currently a free magic item at the request, or to be paid to by Chalk Chalk. The third reads and all it reads on the quest line is mandatory beach episode.
Herb, I know what we're doing.
I mean, I'm not listening. I just. And the fourth one, for reference, reads a quest of a great renown. It does not leave any other notes on there. As you turn it over, though, or rather lift it up to look behind the page, though, you do say, or you do see that it says on the back of the document, if you wish to take this quest, meet me on the beach where you first arrived.
That's kind of ominous.
Yeah.
How do they know where we arrived from?
Ton ton ton.
Tonton, may I remind you that we
hear
are...
your thoughts.
Thank you.
I know.
I imagine you're just having a full monologue in your head, but still out loud. Just
Listen, I'm 1 year old. Whatever I'm thinking is coming out of my mouth too. That's for the time being.
Even if it's brutally honest.
Yeah, like, you're ugly. I don't say that to anybody. It was just an example. So, no, DACA thoughts, but instead it's Ton thoughts.
Not again.
Not again.
As you look over the quests, the 4 on the board,
Fearless leader, dudes, what shall we be doing today? Are we bringing back slaves? Are we killing spiders? I know Koltak would like that one very much. Are we taking a vacation? Or are we taking mysterious quest number 1?
Well, I will not lie that my interest is piqued at this mystery quest here. But I think we should probably focus on getting the slaves back and, along the way, maybe killing some spiders.
Ooh, 2 in 1? You sure we can handle that? I mean, 2 in 1, sir? You think we are capable of doing such a feat?
I have a lot of faith that our party will be able to manage such a thing.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is it okay if I burn down forests? Actually, hold on. I go to the bar lady's like, hello. For this, in terms of surface dwelling, is it okay if I burn down forests for our objectives, or is that not really something that the master really wants happening?
Vel just kind of looks at you, just utter shock on Illithid's face. As she, for a moment, just, like, can't hide the raw emotion that you'd ask something like that, and just shakes her head no.
Well, if the spiders are the trees, I can't do anything about them, guys.
Knowing them, they probably
I
are.
don't think that forest fires would be the answer, even if they are in the tree.
Danny.
I think it's for the best. We don't burn down the forest.
Welcome to the
Besides-
spider forest, motherfucker.
I feel like a certain bear would get angry.
What's a bear?
A bear is a medium to large sized creature
Okay.
that usually stands on 4 legs, but on times can stand on 2.
Well,
It has fur, very big paws, and most of the time can come in various colors of white, brown, black, and in between.
thank you, dudes. That was very informative.
You're welcome, Tauntaun.
So anyway, what are we doing?
I think we should worry about the slaves
And
first.
when you get into really fucked up caves, they have owl heads.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, you can't forget those. Yeah, those are.
Wait, what the fuck's an owl?
So an
Big
owl
bird.
is a big bird that moves or flies quietly and can turn its head around all the way.
Like 360?
360, and it says who.
360? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's episode of Sesame Street.
God damn it.
So,
Change
slaves!
the name just enough.
Let's worry about the slaves.
Oh, yeah.
and
Slaves, yeah.
Yeah, slaves.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Let's go get them.
Afterwards, we can see about figuring out this mystery quest.
So, preemptively, are we trying to keep them alive, or?
I think that's part of the job.
Well, it's dead or alive. That's why I was asking you if you really care.
I would like them to come back alive. A dead slave is not really capable of doing its job.
Well, it could feed other slaves.
Tauntaun, do you want to be a slave?
What does that have to do with this?
I'm not
I
even
feel-
sure if Tauntaun really knows what that means.
Well, looks like today might just be a lesson of a bunch of shit.
Who you're
Tauntaun.
talking to?
Well, Tauntaun, do you know what a slave is?
It's those people that are just walking around and doing some work, right?
Yes, usually most of the time against their will,
What's will?
against their choice.
A save.
Oh, okay.
So about
Can
that
I
beach
get the
episode,
definition of choice, please?
About that beach episode, would you like to know what the beach episode quest is?
You know what? Yeah,
well,
let's look
yeah.
into that at this point.
You know what? Is there? Yeah, let's see the fine print of beach episode quest.
All as you flip it over on the back, all that you see is a map that shows you this roughly. A shanty village with a bunch of wooden bridges kind of put together. A couple of houses made of even more rough wood that they picked up from the seas. Some trees growing out of the ocean itself, as well as reported to be a few boats, smaller boats at the place. The mission states that there may be local inhabitants, possibly Murlocs, possibly something else. They do not know. Either way, the master of the hive has requested this to be cleared out.
Oh, cleared out. Okay.
And then we can enjoy the beach.
God, then we can enjoy the beach. Yeah, you know, I mean, hey, maybe these people have heard something about the Knolls, because we don't know where the Knolls are.
That is true.
Because this is a whole-ass continent. I mean, they probably couldn't have gone, like, more than a couple days' journey.
So, like, you want us to go in and go, hey, have you heard of these Knolls? Okay,
And if they
cool,
say
we gotta
yes,
kill you
we
now?
kill them, and then if they say no, we still kill them.
Right, well, I mean, don't see an argument to your logic there.
I mean,
Hopefully,
we're just
if
doing a job,
we
right?
talk to them, we're not surrounded. 'Cause
That's
that's
oil.
scary.
Well, if we're surrounded, all the enemies are right there. Makes it easier for us. Well, I mean, I kind of feel that maybe Koltak should. Sorry, me looking at the names, not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's Gygax, right?
Gygax, yeah.
Yes.
Gygax. Maybe we should wait till Gygax picks back before we choose a mission, or we could just do the beach episode. I don't know.
Well, we can wait, or we can try and go and find him. He did say
Well,
he was
what do you
going to
mean
Chefcha.
find? Yeah.
Yeah, we know where he's at. We could head over there.
Beach episode sounds fun.
Alright, I'll get the suntan oil.
What's tanning?
As you walk out of the inn, this conversation will continuing.
Alright, so tanning is the
No,
art
no, no,
of
no.
going from...
It's called. We like to get our grill lines even on our turtle stew. Gygax, we pop back over to you as the party takes down their the quest the piece of quest paper and heading out of the inn and getting ready to go and find you. We find you popping back in towards the listening knife saddler. For working about as he or she seems to be kind of poking at some leather with a new bit of string that seems to kind of glow a bright silvery color. As Four seems to look up at you, their purple carapace kind of gleaming in the light.
Hi, Four. How are you?
Four nods up and down for a moment, and then you see a sign in the corner of the room that points to and says, lost the ability to speak due to curse.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Puts
Can
a
you
thumb.
put magic on weapons that are able to take magic?
They nod yes.
Okay, do you have a list of spells that you are able to put on weapons?
They will nod yes. Give me a second. I'm gonna give you a list. Uno momento. It's gonna take a second to find the thing I'm looking for.
Is poison one of them?
If you wanna, if there's a specific spell you have in mind, that would be either 0 to first level is what they will tell you outright. But what they mention, and what they're going to send you, is the ability. These are the main things I can give it currently. That list is Bane, Defending, Flaming, Frost, Shock, Ghost Touch, Keen, Key Focus, Merciful, Might Cleaving, Spell Storing, Throwing, Thundering, or Vicious. They say
Throwing
that
one. Does that mean it will return to me as well or not?
throwing. Let me double check. No, that would mean that would gain a 10-foot extra range.
Okay.
And he Four will then write out a list of 0 to first level spells. He can perform otherwise. It's a long list, so you're gonna have to give me a minute.
Okay. If you put a spell on there, will the spell stay after I use it, or does the spell go away?
He will write out that it, or actually, wait, he can speak in Psionic. What am I talking? It doesn't matter about him being muted. He will speak in Psionic. Give me a second. I forgot about that. Stating, that, yes, I can do, I forgot his voice completely. Yes, I can do the, magic to stay permanent on the item, due to the state of the item being a masterwork. If it was not, it would not be able to stay.
I show him the Azure Fang punching daggers. I've been told that they are masterwork.
He will nod and look them over, and then hand you a list of 2 spells for you to pick from, or 2 lists of spells to pick from. Otherwise, if you want to take a look. As you kind of start pilfering through those for a minute, the rest of the party, are you looking to go anywhere else or stop by anywhere?
Let me
Not
check.
particularly.
I don't have any gold, or I don't have enough gold, so no.
I'm okay.
Fair, okay. Alright. As you continue explaining to Tun what Tanlens are, as you find yourselves in the middle of the city, seeing Gygax in the distance at the Listening Knife Saddler, the long line coming out of the House of Psionic Pleasures at even this early in the morning, across the street. All right, have you figured out, Gygax, which one you'd like?
True Strike. Can that be permanently added to my weapons?
The creature nods. Yes, it will. It can. And Four explains. Yes, I can put True Strike on this item, but it will be limited to a certain amount of times per day.
Okay. How much would that cost?
You see him kind of contemplating for a minute, and he goes, Oh, so I'm looking for my spells, or my price tags. Give me a second. He kind of, for a moment, pulls out a scale, and you see him weighing something for some of the materials, and goes, 8,000 gold pieces.
Okay. And that'd be both weapons?
He nods.
Okay. How long will it take you to do that?
He kind of takes a second to think and opens up a little booklet, looking through some other deliveries and items you can kind of see that he's got on the list. He nods for a second as he closes it and goes, and nods and goes to the next day.
Okay. I'm gonna leave one of them here with you, and then when I come pick it up tomorrow, I'll leave the other one. Okay?
He nods.
But I'll pay for all of it now.
Four nods again, smiling happily, as you can sense the emotion through the psionic link.
Okay, and I hand over 800 platinum pieces.
Alright, he takes your hair platinum, and you see as he starts to immediately take the dagger and head into the back, you start to hear the sounds of chanting and see glowing coming from around a corner of a room that he had disappeared into. Alright, as you head out...
I'm guessing I'll get more information on how many times a day I can use it.
Yeah. So, for reference, once he is done, you'll be able to use it once per day with the first time you're running it. Once per day on each of the daggers for reference. So, yeah, as you kind of head outside of the city, or outside of the city, outside of the shop, seeing Tun, Melvin, and Dutes kind of heading down toward or up towards you, you lot find yourselves regathering together in the middle of the city.
So what does melanin have to do with all this?
So melanin happens to be just, or as Melanin is, if I know correctly, a... Fuck, I can't think of the word.
We got
It
new
just decides how
missions.
dark you are.
Yeah, we're going on a beach episode.
Is melanin that tasty round fruit thingy that's green on the outside and red on the inside?
Hey, that sounds right to me.
No, you're close, but that's watermelon. Or
No.
summer melon, as it's
Melon.
known in some parts.
So you can eat melanin, right?
No.
Oh, so you can't eat it because it's not tasty, or you just can't eat it?
You just cannot eat it because melanin is not something that can be extracted from the skin like that.
Well, but you can eat the skin.
Yes, but you're not eating the melanin, you're eating the skin.
Well, there's melanin in this, and I can eat the skin, therefore I'm eating melon. You know what? Let's go to the beach.
It was at this moment Zebril, who could hear all of this, realized maybe he had invested in the wrong party.
God damn it.
As you lot stand there debating this, you turn, showing, I assume, Dude's showing Gygax the quest document, the request rather.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Gygax, as you look it over, you see the fishing village on the back of it, and pretty all it says on the front is subjugation through conquest or defeat above the Murlocs. As you read it over.
So we're going to this little thingy and killing everything we see? Okay.
Alright. As you lot start heading out of the city, heading down the main road and heading past the guards. Guards kind of seeing you off. These two new guards looking a little more wary as they seem to be a bit more on edge, staring out. You pass through the main tunnel, and instead of forking to the right like usual, you finally come out of the underground, finding the warm world around you. As this is a pretty sunny and balmy island itself, as the light for the first time in days touches many of your skins. Like gamers coming out of a cave, or out of their cave, you feel the warmth on your
Great
skin.
heat lamp over the sky.
Yes, immediately Tun goes from his normal coloration to immediately blackened. Melvin, the sun is just as horrible as ever as it bleeds down on you as you look up towards
to be
it.
fair, I'm a reptile. I feel like I like the sun.
It was warmer underground, technically.
Really?
Yeah, you were in a mountain. So, you're gonna be it's gonna be warmer in a mountain, especially ones that have active volcanoes in them.
Well, I didn't know this one had an active volcano.
Didn't ask.
Okay.
Now we know.
Give me a knowledge geology check.
Telepathically, I speak with my symbionts.
Okay. What do you say?
How are you doing?
You hear it say back, I... Go... Yes.
Okay. You hungry? Let me know.
Hun. No.
I've learned to speak Undercommon with it so we can actually converse.
It does. It is also, though, freshly born. So you are dealing with a very not intelligent creature still learning your language. And, well, rather, it's learning how to speak Undercommon proper. But the creature does seem to respond to you properly. Though you do notice it seems to stumble over its physical words, as if its mouth seems to kind of form and unform, as it seems to still be controlling itself, or having an issue rather controlling itself. But as you not stand there, Tun, I need a fortitude save, and Doots as well. Gygax and Melvin, since you don't technically have digestive systems in the same way, you don't have to worry.
Nice.
23.
Other than that one time my mystery farted.
Yes, we're we're never gonna. No one ever asked where that came from. We're gonna leave it be. 9. Wait, what's
12.
the 9? Oh, 12. 12 and okay. So Dutes, as Tauntaun, you feel your stomach kind of growl for a moment, but though it feels for a minute like as if something's kind of giving you a bit of a stomach ache, it seems to pass just as quickly. Dutes, as you guys come out of this cave, the sun kind of bathing down on you, as Gygax starts kind of talking to himself, kind of out loud, your stomach starts to rumble loudly, and you feel the worst pain, as if you've just suddenly gotten the runs, and it's about to come.
Oh no, I gotta go.
There's a thick forest around as you turn. Are you there's a cave? Are you gonna run back in the cave, or are you going to the forest? Out of curiosity.
I'll go into the forest.
Yeah, as you run off, turning from the party, as they hear you, you turn, run in behind a tree, and as you pull down, let loose, the relief is immediate as you do so. But as you're kind of finishing up after a few minutes, the party just hearing ungodly noises of a roaring dragon in the distance. You finally, as you're kind of finishing up, you go to stand up, and as you look down, you see little black and brown roots, like the ones in your soup, crawling out of the stool you just dropped.
Okay, so Saturday had to go through that, so now we have to too.
Well, technically, the same cause has been here, so don't blame me on that. As your stomach finally clears, stops finally hurting, as you stand up though, Dutes, looking down, yeah, you can't help but notice little creatures scatter off into the underbrush.
What the fuck? I will keep this in mind. I'm leaving a formal complaint.
Gygax looking up at Melvin innocently and saying, "Baby, just got me bad, oh god." Like almost a cute puppy. Dude, as you
Did she
return,
gave birth? Mother?
as you return back to the park, kind of standing there, they're all seeming kind of like, not necessarily trying to look at you, but seeming to be kind of eyeing you up a little bit.
It's not that we want to look, so why are you hiding? You know, we're animals. Like, what the fuck?
I wipe my brow. I don't feel comfortable doing that in front of other people.
The paleness to Dutes' face. As you had come back together, gathering yourself, heading deeper into the forest. Go ahead and someone give me a d20 roll. No modifiers on this. All right, 13. Okay. As you lot head deeper into the forest itself, you start to come across a kind of a semi-clearing of some rocky outcroppings on your way, the general direction of the map that you're following towards where the request put the village of Murlocs or whatever such creatures might live there. You lot find this rocky outcropping with a couple of dying trees sticking out. What looks to be a couple of steeper cliffs that have caused the ground to lift up quite quickly. But as you climb up this narrower area, about 20 feet wide, allowing a couple of you to go up, you start to see cobwebs throughout the trees.
Spiders. Must
I
kill.
see.
I'm not even my.
Well, that's
players just
technically
yet.
not the quest.
Well, I mean, because, well, the
I-
quest was to kill all the spiders?
I guess we can try and take them all out.
I mean,
run
listen.
up the first tree. Right there.
Yeah, alright. I guess this is happening first, and if, you know, shit happens, we can, I guess, go back and turn. It's like, I thought you were gonna go to the beach. No, you know, spiders are in the way.
The defeat in your eyes there. All right. As you go running up the tree, give me a climb check, please. Did I close mine? No, there it is. The stomach still growling and swishing in the background for poor dudes.
No, not again.
29. Jesus criminy.
Was that a
That's
natural 20?
nat 20.
All right. As if born to climb trees, you latch onto, wrap around with your tongue and just kind of shimmy your way up it with ease. As you kind of pull yourself up onto the top into the spider webs, looking about, going through the individual little branches, nimbly jumping about the trees themselves. You start looking about to see if you can find these spiders. As you go about another 10 feet in, jumping from the tree in front that you climbed up initially to the one in front of it, you spot a group of 6 spiders gathering around what looks to be some sort of squirming and screeching figure.
I'm gonna use my. Oh, what is that? I'm gonna use a sneak attack with a sling.
Okay.
What is the distance between myself and the closest spider?
From the tree's height, and everything about 20 feet, because they're about 10 feet down, or straight from the tree. But you're about 10 feet up in the air.
Oh, they're all on the ground. All 6 are on the ground.
Yes, they seem to be surrounding what looks to be something that's been spun up in web and everything. It seems to be kind of squeaming about. It looks to be bigger than them slightly, but not by much.
All right. Well, I'm doing a sneak attack, sling attack with my special bullets.
All right. Give you this the surprise attack or surprise round here on this creature.
That's the hit.
20 does hit easily. You watch as the sling butt plug goes right through the back one of the spiders and right out the front of it, killing it instantly. As the creature just falls with a hole. The other 5 are no longer surprised but shocked, and are going to immediately begin attacking. Well, rather looking around, turning to find you. And I'm gonna roll their search checks to see if they see the rest of your party or you.
Can I roll a hide check?
Feel free.
To counter it?
Yeah. Your party can't, because the rest of them can't, because they don't know these creatures are here or looking for them. Oh no!
Wow! I rolled a nat 1.
It still got higher than theirs. But unfortunately, as they turn and look, they see Tuntun's mithril shining body in the sun that sparkles. As they look over towards you lot, everyone roll me some initiative. Gygax, you will auto go first, so you do not need to.
I got a 19.
I rolled a nat 1 for a 2.
Oh. Alright, 19 from Dutes. 2 for Melvin. God, poor Melvin. It's okay, Melvin, one day. 30, Jesus.
You said I didn't have to roll.
You didn't.
Tuntun.
Still, that's still ridiculous. What was it? A 19 for Tuntun?
Yes.
Dudes, do you have a high, or what's your dex?
My dex is a 17.
Is that higher than yours, Tuntun?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I've got to keep track, because that means he goes first.
Actually, the highest I could ever roll was a 21.
Jesus. That's
I
fair.
was just messing with you with
Oh.
39.
I thought you could actually roll that.
Also, Royce,
Yes.
I was doing some calculations, and for at least tons weight, and for like the size of a turtle of what he is right now, he's like well over 7,000 pounds. Like, holy shit!
Yes, he is a
I
big.
didn't think he was going to be that heavy, but oh my god.
He is a big boy. Well, one set of spiders did really well. One set of spiders did not. All right. As the big boy figures out his weight in the background, Gygax, you're first up, and they have yet to see you. And they have yet to move as you look down on these creatures.
And it's going to be a 16 for an attack.
16 to hit. That hits.
And actually, since it's still a sneak attack, because the first one died, and the others don't see me, that one gets 8 damage.
Alright, yeah, as you go launching the second sling bolt with sneak attack from the trees, whistling through the brush as it smacks into one of the creatures, it seems to slam into the front of the head of one of the spiders and slightly indent itself as the spider seems knocked back a little bit, but it's still standing as they now look over towards you, kind of looking away from your party.
And I was actually aiming at one that was facing away from me.
They all turn. They all turn towards you because they're turned towards to look towards your party.
Well, the bullet's stuck in his head then.
Mm-hmm. But he is still standing.
I get another attack.
Yep. You haven't moved. 15 hits.
And since they all see me now, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Alright.
Let's see what you got.
4 damage to the one I hit.
As you
12 damage total.
As you go to wind the sling up again, aiming for the second one, this time kind of missing the mark slightly of the creature where you were expecting a hit as it goes through the juncture of its back portion of its body. The connector between its center and back end seems to split as the bolt cuts the creature nearly in half, killing it instantly. God damn. All right. As you end your is that the end of your turn, Gygax?
Those are my 2 actions. As the second bullet goes, I yell, "Spiders must die!"
As you yell this out, give me an intimidation check to see if you scare the spiders. Let's see if they think you're a predator.
If my renown among spiders has spread.
Yeah. Gotta let one of them live, though, for the renown to truly spread here. Alright, let's see.
I rolled an 11.
Ouch. Okay. As you do so, the creatures seem to kind of eye you with a little bit what looks to be fear for a moment and hesitation as they seem to hesitate to move closer. And thus choosing not to, as they wish to prolong their lives. It's time for the Great Webbing. The first 3 are going to start shooting webs at Gygax.
Good luck.
Alright. Let me pull this up. Okay. I'm just making sure. So they are going to the first 3 are going to climb to the bottom of the tree, not even paying attention to the rest of the party who are 10 feet behind, and are going to go ahead and make a attack. Just double checking to see what it is. Because I'm using a different document this time because the last one I used the wrong one and ended up overusing it. There we go. Alright, it's +5. 1d20. It does help if I actually roll it. Turns out, guys. Does a 15 hit? Miss. Alright, that's the first one. We're going to roll 2 more and see if I can get this here. That's a 20. Miss? God damn it. Come on. That's a 23. God damn it. As you dodge out of the way of each of the 3 webs as they go shooting past you into the trees, the creatures look irritated at you at first, and thus end their turn. Dudes, you watch as 3 of the spiders just shoot their webs up into the trees, focused on Gygax up there. One still kind of standing over what you now, as you look over, is about a roughly maybe 5-foot-ish long wrapped creature in webbing. It looks to be struggling but not able to break the binding, and the spider that seems to be sitting there seems to be kind of like defensively watching you as well as Gygax.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out my loot, and I'm going to inspire courage
Okay.
and play this song.
Oh, what is this?
It was queued up in the playlist.
As suddenly the sounds of deep waters come about you all.
Yo, that's a crazy sound you're playing on your lute.
Yeah, man, thank you.
The choir starts shouting loudly as like other versions of dudes seem to, and choir outfit cloth seems to appear and light around and start singing with him. Oh man.
Melvin is fucking jamming.
Unfortunately, Dudes has played so well, he's distracted his entire party from the combat.
Go pee now.
Look,
Uh-huh.
so I mean, hey, if the enemy is distracted, that's all that matters.
The spiders can't seem to comprehend what you're saying. But yeah, if you want to write up for your Inspire Courage to remind the players what it does.
Yep. Pretty much everyone gets a +1 to their morale bonus, including saving throws and attacks and damage.
There you go. All right. As the music starts to really build up and blast, the singing getting louder and louder, Dudes fully getting into it. Why don't you give me a perform check, Dudes? Let's see if you get any bonuses on top of it.
Alright. That's a 24.
The entire party, you all feel the music begin to course through you, and like true sailors begin to feel your reflexes get even keener as you start to get more accustomed to dodging and moving. You get a +4 to your reflex saves.
Oh, nice.
Alright, as you start singing it, Dudes, that is your one action. You haven't moved. Would you like to do anything else as your choir is continuing to sing?
Can I cast Prestidigitation to further increase it?
Are you to try and make it louder?
Yes.
If you want to waste a cantrip to burn, I believe Prestidigitation's a cantrip. Yeah. If you want to waste a cantrip spell slot for it, yeah, fully. You can increase the loudness of it to see if it catches the attention of anybody else or does any better effects.
Nah, I'm alright.
Okay.
I'll just hold an action for if anything gets too close.
Okay. Alright, Tun, as this light show begins around you, little sparks of like orange lights of this waves crashing into the rocks as a little boat is floating about. What would you like to do feeling inspired here?
So there's 2 bugs on the ground, yeah?
There is 3 bugs about 10 feet in front of you, roughly, and another one that's about 20 feet in front of you.
Alright, well, Tun's gonna do what he does best. And, you said the bugs are 10 feet ahead of me?
Correct.
Great. That means I can just attack him from right here.
Yeah, as you start shoving your head forward, you feel the balance of your body slightly move forward as the rest of you just see the spear elongates out an extra 10 or another 5 feet, trying to poke at the spiders.
Okay.
Let's see what Tun can do.
I'm not on the right page.
I feel that pain.
1 second. Dun, 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 dun.
does a. Oh, so that's. Plus that. Does a 13 hit.
A 13 does not, as the spider nimbly jumps out of your way.
Well then, good thing I'm not moving, because another!
As you jab at another one, go ahead.
So that's... Because it's I get a +1 from the music, right? To attacks and damage?
Yes.
Gotcha. So that's a 21 to hit.
21 does hit. As you as the spider lands, you go to skewer it once more, managing to hit it perfectly in its chest.
Gotcha. And that would be 9 damage.
Alright, as you stab into the spider, you watch as it screeches out a little bit of blood, or some greenish blood coming out onto the blade as the blade withdraws away. The spider now focused over at you, ignoring Gygax up in the top of the tree.
Yep. Tun's, weighing over multiple tons, is ready to go at it, but that's it for my turn.
You snarl at the creature, staring it down. Now it bleeding and looking at you, looking as if it's ready to bite into you. We end up with the other spider that is still standing, guarding the body. Seeing that Tun can shoot from a distance, the creature is also going to try and shoot its web at Tun. Does a 17 hit, Tun?
Which AC, may I ask?
Your AC.
Like the normal one?
Yeah, your normal AC. You can see the creature. Yeah.
Okay, no.
No. Alright. As the webbing seems to easily be moved out of the way, as the creature does not seem to manage to hit you.
I can imagine. It hits, it's just on my back, and it doesn't actually stop me.
Blocking off the Fey portal, finally, making it so nothing can easily get through. The little fire of it burns on top of it after a few moments. Actually, that's a good point. The spider is going to, as it hasn't moved, is going to make a spot check. And see if it notices the smoke on your... Oh, of course, now I roll nat 20. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm on fire!
The spider, seeing that there's smoke coming from your back, is going to retreat and start heading back up, removing itself from the initiative. It goes running up the hill at top speed.
Attack of opportunity since I'm using a sling.
No, I don't think.
Do I get attack of opportunity because it attacked me and then left?
It is 20 feet from you.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was one of the ones that.
No.
Never mind. It used a range attack.
Yeah, it used its range attack. That's why it didn't try and bite or going after you.
Yeah, gotcha.
It is going to use its movement and go fully up the hill, deeper into the forest, and disappear out of sight. As it ends its turn, Melvin, you are up.
Joy. Where is the closest one to me?
About 10 feet in front of you.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to wave my quarterstaff and cast Cause Fear on the closest one to me.
Okay.
So I will need a will save.
Can I interest you in a fortitude save instead?
No, that's okay.
Damn, well that's a 3.
So yeah, it fails.
As you look at one of the spider, the one of the two that is uninjured, and as it locks eyes with you, your eyes begin to glow red and start to the strange green blood starts to drip from your mouth as this spider begins to imagine all this staring at you. You, with your smiling, happy face and, quarterstaff that you're kind of carrying around, the creature looks utterly terrified as you see it kind of hesitate and take a step back.
Alright. And I will just... I don't see any other spiders coming up behind us or anything, do I?
Give me a search check.
Cool. Wow. 9.
9. You look about and but being distracted by the spiders in front of you and the flashbacks from previously, as you look about, you see no other spiders.
That's my turn.
Alright. Though I will mention, you are unsure if there are spiders out there. Gygax, we come back to you at the top of the order as you look down on 2 fully healthy spiders, well, though one completely caused to fear, and one very injured-looking spider that has a spear hole now driven through it, staring up at you from the bottom of the tree. Is that net 1?
That's a nat 1. Do I need to roll again for a confirm?
Yep. Yes, please. We can't have you going out like this. Come on. Okay. Damn. As you go to roll, kind of wind up a slingshot, getting excited from the amount of spiders you're getting get killed. You accidentally let go of one side of the sling. The bullet flying straight up in the air and landing right behind the tree on the ground.
All right. Then. Yeah, I'm gonna just fall out of the tree, just drop.
Oh, okay.
And upon 5-foot range, I'm going to attack the healthiest of the spiders.
All right. Give me a. Well, if you're just gonna fall, give me a reflex save to see if you land right.
I plan on just dropping onto the spider.
Oh, okay. So there's no, like, you're not trying to help yourself. You want to put full damage on the spider. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, from 10 feet, okay. Then the spider is going to make a save to jump out of your way.
It's got to do a reflex save.
Yeah, let's see. With 10 feet, that makes it DC 10. Thankfully, that's a +3 for the creature. I say this. And as the creature looks up at you, still kind of caught off guard by you just dropping out of the tree, you fall and land on it. How much do you weigh by chance?
I weigh 125 pounds.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for. Let me just check something.
The spider.
Yeah, let me just with the strength of that, let me see if it can actually even carry you. How much did you say again?
125.
You've crushed the spider underneath your weight. As you are now covered in spider guts and spider bits.
Then I use my remaining attack to attack the next spider.
Sure.
With a 7. There you go.
With a
I'm covered in goo and I can't see.
Dropping in a frenzy, you start going and swinging your sling. I assume with your sling, or is this with your punching dagger?
Punching dagger.
Yeah, going at it as you're in a frenzy from all the guts getting into your onto your face. You swing at everything, slashing into it, not realizing as you cut into the tree, feeling it connect. You get excited until you hear the hissing of the light hissing of the spider on the side of you. Oh, okay. Alright. As that ends your turn, I assume that does, Gygax?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Perfect. As that does, the spider that you just looked to try and attack is going to turn, and since it can't attack Melvin, is going to try and attack you. And is going to immediately bite, which I don't think I can actually hit your AC. I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't know that, so for reasons, the creature is going to bite down for a 19.
Miss.
Alright, and it's going to get a second one. Let's see. It's a 17. As it just tries to bite down on your very thickened skin, and you just feel the clinking of the creature as it doesn't manage to pierce it, as the fangs kind of like tap down. Learning you to where the creature is beside you. That ends its turn. The other one, having been stabbed by Tun Tun, and being realizing you're behind it, Gygax is going to try and jump at Tun Tun, which will give you an opportunity attack, Gygax, on the one creature behind you. If you want to roll.
Of course I do.
As you suddenly hear the spider starting to wiggle around, you turn to slash at it, and it manages.
I forgot to add the +1 to all my attacks.
A +1?
Still miss.
That is still a miss. As the creature jumps out of the way just at the moment's notice to try and grapple onto Tun Tun. Tun Tun, you also now get an opportunity attack.
Fantastic.
As it's going to try and grapple you.
15.
15 does just barely hit, managing to avoid its grapple. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4 damage.
4. As you slash as you slash the spear into the creature, as dodging out of the way, just barely an inch away as the creature tries to jump at your head. You stab into it, skewering it as it comes for a landing, managing to catch it cleanly. Now getting it kind of stuck on your spear, your head kind of leans forward, the body kind of drawing your head down slightly. Killing that spider instantly, leaving only the feared one left. Alright, well, as that ends their turns, Doots, you
Can I
are...
make, like, growling noises at it
Sure.
as it's watching all of its friend die around it?
Roll me an intimidation check in the background, yeah.
Alright.
Doots,
Oh, I'm great at those.
what would you like to do?
6.
Okay. Oh, dude's muted. Okay, actually. As you go to growl at the creature for a moment, it takes a second and kind of it looks over back at you, having seen its friends just be stabbed, and kind of you see it slightly hesitate to take a step back as it stares over at Gygax, whipping his punching dagger about as he's still blinded by the guts of the creature and the frenzy excitement of killing spiders. But Doots, as you're up seeing all this, what would you like to do?
I'm going to maintain my song.
Okay. The song continues on, the lights
Yeah.
growing even larger and expanding more. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do because I doubt you're gonna let me attack mid-song.
You can, I mean, technically there's nothing saying you can't, as far as it goes. I don't think there's a time limit requirement for standing there doing the Bard's Inspiration.
Then I will take a swing.
Okay. They are 10 feet in front of you. Do you, I was gonna say, just to make sure, do you have the reach for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have reach.
Okay. So you will have to move up the extra 5 feet to do it. Yeah. So, yeah, as you move up the extra 5, or if you want to, actually, rather, go ahead.
I'll go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, as you move a little bit forward, standing up on the opposite side of Gygax, seeing him flinging his blade about, you see the spider kind of staring at Melvin, kind of eyeing him up, not even noticing you as you get on the side of it. You are flanking on the creature, so you will get a plus 2 to hit.
I'm sorry, little one.
The tears aren't for me.
I don't hit anyways.
What'd you roll?
I don't hit. I got a 10. I got technically, if we include my own bonus, I got an 11.
As you go to stab it, saying sorry, a tear kind of going down your eye, the spider looks up at you with its puppy dog eyes, and for a moment you feel bad as you decide to swing out of the way for a second and hit the tree. You realizing for a moment that Gygax has brought up to slaughter this poor creature as you kind of look down at it. It seems to look on at you with hope in its eyes as it sees you missing. That's your movement and your attack. Do you have any bonus actions or any other kinds of actions you want? You have?
I don't have any bonus actions
Okay.
unlocked yet.
Tun, you are up then.
Where is it?
You will have to move up an extra 5 feet, and you will be at a disadvantage. Well, what's your movement speed? Just because you've got right now Gygax kind of blocking it as it and on one side, the other on the opposite side of it with Dutes. You'd have to circle around the tree entirely, which would take you about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement. Well, 15 feet technically with your reach.
How big's the tree? Like, how thick is this tree, would you say?
Roughly, looking at it, you'd guess it to be about a foot thick.
I want to go through the tree, or at least knock the tree over onto the spider.
Oh, all right. Sure.
I'm over 7,000 pounds of pure turtle, and this tree's got nothing on me.
You know what? Give me give me an attack roll on it. With just your strength modifier.
And that would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. How would you like to do this as you crush the spider?
Tun's gonna let out a mighty whale call as, you know, kind of like a bull scuffs the dirt and then charges and smashes himself into the tree, sending it crumbling down onto the spider.
Yeah, as you do so, the roar goes out, causing in the distance some some birds to flap away, squawking at the irritation from their afternoon naps. The slamming into the tree, the shudder of the sound can be heard from a mile or so as Tuntun's shell cuts into it slightly, causing it to push forward. The tree continuing to kind of start to make slow cracking noises, not moving at first as Tuntun continues to huff. Gygax and Dutes, as you start to hear, not only see Tuntun do this, but start to hear the cracking as suddenly the tree starts to sound like the rustling of the leaves, kind of coming to smashing together as the roots pull up out of the ground and the tree slams down, crushing perfectly into the spider, completely wiping out the body, leaving nothing but the legs on either side, kind of still semi-standing up. As a few seconds go by and they collapse onto the ground. Tuntun having still a piece of wood stuck on his shell.
I will assist in removing that piece of wood.
Alright.
Thanks you by nodding at you.
As you go and kind of go grab the piece of wood off, it tears off cleanly. But as you look, that was a fresh tree, dudes.
That tree was alive.
As you lot look about, go ahead.
I will remember this.
As you look about, you see you see no other spiders in the immediate area. The person person or thing that was webbed up a moment ago, as you look back over, seems to have vanished completely.
Dang, there was one that ran away, right?
Yes.
I am going to.
Do I hear
collect
anything in the
4
distance?
bullets,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to use sense vibration.
Okay. For Melvin, give me a search check. Gygax, give me also a search check with the +4.
15.
15. All right. I'll give Gygax.
I'm gonna search for
oh,
tracks.
wait, Gygax and Melvin both got 15. Oh my god. That's... Alright. You're gonna search for tracks as well, dudes?
Yeah.
Give me a survival
I
check,
got it
dudes.
Survival? Okay.
Yes. That
Wow,
is-
I managed to get worse. I got
So
an
do I
8.
get +4 on?
Okay.
Do I get +4 on top of my regular bonus?
Yes, that was correct.
Then mine would be a 19.
19, okay. Melvin, as you... Well, let's start with Dudes with the lowest roll. Dudes, as you look about, not being able to recognize spider footprints with the very thin legs that they have, they don't seem to give off much of a stabbing motion, or much of an imprint, rather, on the ground, making it very difficult to track. As you look about, you do not find any other obvious tracks. The webbing even seeming to kind of lessen out as you go look up further towards the mountain. Melvin with a 16. As you look about for a moment, searching for any further spiders, you see webbing throughout the many trees, but do not see any other signs of spiders anywhere in about the upper areas of the trees. Looking about the many smaller bits of the mountain that's raised or hill that's raised, you also do not see any small caves of spiders. Gygax, something strange that catches your attention. While you notice there's no obvious signs of other spiders, there's obvious signs that something made these spider webs. And as you look at some of the spider webs in the tree that you were in a minute ago compared to the ones these smaller ones were shooting at you, the ones in the trees were a lot thicker and a lot tougher looking. You don't see any other spiders, but you do notice that.
And I also use sense vibration.
Oh,
So I sense
sorry.
any vibrations as
With,
well.
with sense vibration, you do feel underneath the hill something moving about that is quite large. You'd guess in the thousands of pounds of mass.
Something big below us. Big, 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 big.
How big exactly?
I'm just gonna start floating up.
Thousands of pounds. Bigger than Ton.
I looked at Ton. Just silently think, damn, that's a lot.
Damn, that's a lot.
You'd see her back. Yeah, it is.
Stop reading my thoughts, Melvin.
You're connected now, guys. Come on, you're lipids now.
I think that's something underground. Took what was there that the spiders were surrounding. So, hidden door?
Are you gonna look for a hidden door?
Probably. Let's look for.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Very-
let's look for a hidden entrance.
All right.
But very carefully go over to the area or near the area, not on top of it, but near the area that thing was at, that the spiders were surrounding, and then check that spot. And if someone can do a roll for me +4,
I got you. Give me a second. Although with my luck tonight, I don't know if I'm cursing you in this situation, so I'm sorry ahead of time. +4. 17. All right, not bad. As you look about, kind of examining the very edges of the area, looking for any clear sign, even an individual grass blade that looks off to you, Gygax says, you know, you've been in dungeons before, you know dungeons. You know what trapdoors look like, and assuming that something like this could be here, you start looking about any hinges, any obvious markings or runes. You spot a very clearly well-hidden grassy, like moss chunk that's slightly moved just enough to where you see a little bit of wood that looks to be processed, as if someone's like cut and shaped it.
found the door.
All right. I go over to the door.
All right. As you head over to investigate it, getting closer, you see where Gygax points to, seeing the clearly semi-processed wood with a little bit of metal now, as you look at from a slightly different angle, sticking out that looks to be well rusted.
The vibrations I was sensing, were they... Sorry, were they leaving the area?
They seem to be beneath you and just moving about. It did not seem like it was going anywhere in particular from what you could tell, just like going back and forth.
Okay, big thing's still below us.
You guess maybe about a half mile below you is what you're roughly getting.
It's far below us.
Do we want to go and try and fight whatever it may be, or do we want to just go and deal with the Murlocs?
Well, we accepted the quest. Wait, never mind.
The quickest retcon I've heard from him in a while.
Let's cut off the legs of the spiders that are here so we can prove that we killed spiders. As I start going over to the corpses and cutting off their front legs.
Can I take the things that'll be needed to make more spider traps?
Sure. The poison itself?
Wasn't it the poison and some of the pinchers?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, here, let me pull up the loot table for it as, give me a...
And eyeballs.
Yep, I believe it was.
Well, the eyeballs were for something else, but yeah, I will also take the eyeballs.
Alright.
As I cut off the legs, I'm gonna put them in a sack on Tuntun's back.
Okay.
I
Alright.
need 10 legs added to the sack because one ran away.
Alright, as you start cutting the legs off, tearing the one, getting the legs from the one that was splattered by Tuntun's trees quite easily, as they've already been pretty much mushed for what they were connected to. As you start collecting some vials of venom, you get around 7 vials of venom, the 10 legs, and around 2 pounds of spider silk.
How many vials of venom?
I believe it's just 6? Yeah.
6. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I went to put it in my notes and immediately blanked.
It'd be like that. Alright. As you start kind of gathering up the materials for a minute, contemplating your plan, Tuntun staring at the tree that he just broke down with ease. You lot kind of gather around this trapdoor after gathering up the materials from the spiders, putting them away in the bags on Tuntun's saddle, I assume? Or sides, rather. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No worries. We're going to take a quick second then, as 2 of our party members have stepped away for a sec, and we will be back in a moment. Welcome back. We return after a quick pause, as we took a minute to step away. Alright, as you lot having gathered up your spidery bits, you start to, or you gather once more around this trapdoor that you look into, kind of laying on the moss. On the other side of the hill, you can still hear the sounds of the of the waves and the beach itself. What would you lot like to do?
I want to go back. I want to go to the beach. Sorry, Tuntun.
Tuntun stares up at the top of the hill, back at dudes, stares back up at the hill, and back at dudes.
Which way did the spider run?
Towards the beach.
I want to go kill the last spider.
Alright. Then to the beach we shall go.
Alright. As you step, or as you...
I want to try and mark this place so I will remember it. At least leave a notification that, hey, there's a thing here.
You put you take a couple of sticks and put like a marker around in front of the door to kind of make it easy for you to notice. Just kind of pushed up against some of the dirt so it wouldn't be as out of place. And you look at your map, kind of noting where you're at.
Alright.
I helped drag some of the dead spider remains and put it on top as well.
Okay. As you do so, kind of covering up the hole, Gygax, as you get kind of closer to it, give me a survival check, we'll say, for this.
A survival check or a spot check?
No, survival in this situation. You smell raw fish and something sweet coming from the door or the trapdoor itself.
Sweet
Yes,
treat.
like honey, like sweet.
I let everyone know I smell fish and sweet honey.
Mm.
From where?
From the
The
cellar.
door.
I opened the door.
Okay, as you kind of reach down to the door, the trap door, and brushing off the spider bits that Gygax had just put on top of that. Give me
It's just there.
give me a strength check as Tuntun, I assume, is like halfway up the hill at this point. Melvin, I assume, is kind of floating above.
I got an 18.
Yeah. 18. You manage to pull, and surprisingly with ease, though the loud sound of the creaking of metal, metal definitely needs an oil check. As you pull it open, the sound screeching out. You hear, or you see inside, a small wooden ladder that goes down about 5 feet to a flat dirt floor where you see around what looks to be wooden shelves and a unlit torch on the wall. On the shelves you see jars of something you're not sure of that looks to be like some sort of liquid with something floating inside of it.
Is there a tunnel?
As you kind of poke your head in, it looks like it's just a small little like dip into the ground, almost like a cellar or like a small cave that someone's dug out and put shelves up in.
I will crawl down and then go and investigate the jars.
Yeah, as you climb down into the pit, the smell becoming more and more strong, the smell of fish and honey. Looking at the jars, you realize someone's trying to pickle fish heads with honey in jars. And the smell, the sweetness you're getting is just barely masking the strong fermenting fishy smell that as you get closer to the jar.
Okay, is that the only thing I see down here?
Looking about, give me a search check.
$16.
You find a wooden stick in one of the corners that looks like it's been refined to a point. It looks like it has a little bit of platinum metal on the point, just a tiny bit on the tip. The item looks like it's brand new, though, as it sits in the corner.
I'll take the stick.
Okay. You can add a masterwork fishing spear to your inventory. It does 1d6 worth of damage. And it's considered a spear otherwise.
Alright.
As you kind of climb over, or as you're still Tuntun climbing up the hill, I assume Gygax still kind of staring in at Dutes kind of rummaging about in the hole. Melvin floating above, watching and looking for any sort of creatures. Dutes,
I
you
asked
find?
Dutes to toss me a jar of the fish heads and honey.
I'll toss him a jar.
All right, as you do so, you chuck the jar over to him, grabbing it out of the air. Gygax, the smell is strong and very potent.
I eat it. I catch it with my mouth.
Oh, give me a fortitude save. God damn it. Tun, no. As you go to down it, the taste is rancid, Gygax. It's hard to keep down. As your stomach, or as you kind of swallow the jar hold, the glass is fine. It's the honey and the fish that tastes just terribly sour.
Spit. I spit.
As you start spitting it out, you hear the symbiote kind of screaming a little bit in your head in horror as the stuff lands onto the ground down at the bottom of the ladder, notably only a few inches away from Doots while he plays Fortnite. Not literally, but I just did see Doots pop on.
I don't know why it said I'm just popping on. I'm sitting in the main screen right now of my home menu.
But go ahead, Gygax, sorry.
Gotta go crank some 90s.
As though you spit out the fish heads, the smell kind of becoming more pungent now, Doots, as it lands at the bottom of the ladder, kind of emanating throughout the room. It fills it quickly. The sour smell hits you, and give me a fortitude save.
Oh, great. I'm totally amazing at those.
Could be
So
worse.
good, you probably shouldn't even ask me to do it, because I got a 6.
The smell when Gygax vomits it and it hits the ground, just the sound of the wet plopping of the meat, the scent that comes off of it, and the little mold bits as you look over of the very old fish causes your stomach to turn and you start puking in the corner. Poor Tun, as you stand at the hill above where the party had just gone down, looking down into it, you just hear the both vomiting and the smell kind of hitting you from the distance.
Tun.
In the background, Tun just gave you the best advice to fix your stomach and deal with this situation, but unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry. Tun has apparently got like a master's degree in gut health or something.
And suddenly,
your 2 fingers to the back of your throat.
And suddenly the troll was summoned once more to punch you in the stomach again. No. As you start vomiting, Toots, you eventually kind of realizing this staying down here is not worth it. You kind of find yourself crawling up, or kind of walking up to the ladder, kind of dodging out of the way best you can of Gygax's vomit on the ground, pulling yourself up the ladder and climbing out of the hole with your newfound prize. You a little bit worse for wear.
Must have tasted really disgusting if you didn't swallow it.
Yeah, nope.
God, I wish I didn't hear it. Alright, let's go to the beach.
As Doots kind of stands himself up, getting himself right now, having had the worst day for food. Like, this is now the second time.
Dudes, what's that chunk on your shoulder?
That I wipe it off with a leaf. I think it came from Gygax.
That checks out.
As
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
As you start heading up the hill, falling after Tun, who's now finally slowly getting his way up again and moving, you lot finally make it to the top of the hill. Looking down, you see the little village itself already sitting on the water. The sounds of the waves crashing against this very warm-looking beach. The sun kind of glowing on you as it hits midday, feeling that warmth. You see or can smell the slight scent of salt on the air as you look about. In the distance around the area, you see what looks to be a couple of figures moving about. Kind of as they dip into sight and out of sight. It's kind of hard to get a rough calculation. There could be 12, there could be 4, you're not sure. Oh god, Tun has put away his holy book. But as
I look at Doots, I look at the village. Oh, I look at Doots.
With fire in his eyes, you can see the blood and gore of a raid in his soul.
we start making our way to the village. I'm walking.
Okay. As you lot just head down the hill towards the village, Tun excitedly, I imagine, romping down, ready for combat.
I will maintain a steady pace behind dudes.
Oh no. Okay.
Fine. I see. Okay. Well, then I'll do something you don't like too.
Hey, listen, you're the leader. I don't know if you want to talk to them or not first.
Yeah. Let's see if they know anything about these gnolls.
Exactly. We talked about this.
I get the feeling they did not talk about this.
It's just that I'm gonna be sitting outside the village, ready to destroy their homes and livelihoods before I
thought
get
we
into
were here to
actual
get-
battle.
I thought we were here to kill everything.
We are. That's the quest.
Okay.
I just want to get any information I can out of them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, would you prefer we wait until after the slaughter?
Yes.
All right. I hope you will aid me in your persuasive methods for getting the answers then.
I will grapple them very heartedly.
All right. Tun. Slatra.
What?
What language was that? Oh, alright, cool.
Slaughter.
Snorts a Danish.
Well, one of your fiery eclairs?
He's doing.
Yeah. You know,
Oh.
actually, yeah, we're sending it straight into that village.
Okay, that's not where I thought this was gonna go. Alright. Yeah, you
Neither
take...
did I, but I wasn't gonna do it, but now that you mention it.
Yeah, you bite into one of the eclairs. It's filled with a like vanilla, but with like a slight cinnamon kick to it, giving a little bit of spice to you as you bite into it. It's very sweet though, and not overpowering. But as you kind of bite into it, and as you swallow down, the cream still kind of around the mouth of your helmet. A little bit of spice starts to kick in your mouth, and as you start to feel it getting hotter and harder, you suddenly notice it's not spice. Your tongue feels like it's actually being burnt, and as you start to open your mouth, a fiery sphere starts to come out of it. Where are you aiming it?
Towards the village.
All right. What's the distance?
Because I know
of-
it's there's a range of, I believe, it's 100 feet.
Okay.
Plus, and it's an extra 10 feet. With every level, no, I think it's the spell level, whatever. So I
Yeah,
don't think
so in
really
this
matters.
case, it's just the base version, yeah. As you kind of get down to about midway down the hill, still having a height advantage and being what you assume obscured by the trees, as you kind of look out, open your mouth, and the firebolt, or the bolt, or the spire's flaming sphere, rather, goes slowly and very, methodically towards the village.
So what's really great, so it can move 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
like as a movement speed, and I can control it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really cool.
Are you just gonna spend the next couple actions sending it straight to the village and to the closest building?
Pretty much.
Okay. As you lot kind of wait there for a second, watching Tun slowly with his mouth open, like moving his tongue about, as you see the fiery sphere slowly float away and then down towards the village. As it does finally reach the planks start kind of igniting slowly, and you see Murlocs running out screaming as they're grabbing like handfuls of water and trying to splash the fiery sphere or the flaming sphere away. As the burnt village begins to set ablaze, you count roughly 3 Murlocs running about and throwing water on the thing as they seem to freak out. Are you gonna have the flaming sphere chase them, I assume?
Oh, for sure.
All right. Let me see. What's an attack with that, or is it a
Well, it's a
save?
save.
Oh, it's a
a
save?
reflex save.
Oh no.
I don't know how we are determining what the DC is, because I don't exactly have a spell save.
Oh shit! It's based on the creator, which means it's Zebral's. Oh fuck! I don't think I can make that because his caster levels. No, he's caster. Okay, his caster level's 15, so I think his DC with this would be 17. So I have a chance.
DC 20.
Is 17. I believe. Let me see, because Flaming Sphere is a second level spell. Let me double check to make sure that's correct. Yes.
It is level 2 druid, or a sorcerer was level 2 as well.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so it'd be a 17 that they have to make. All right. I can make that. A lot easier than I thought. I did not make that. The three Murlocs, as they start running away, or start kind of like continuing to throw water on it, they don't expect as the sphere starts moving towards them and starts igniting them, they will begin to take damage. What's the damage on that?
2d6.
Alright, go ahead and roll your fire damage. This is not the way I was seeing the fight go, to be honest in the slightest.
Alright. Let me see here. I'm just gonna... First d6 is a 6, and then a 5, so 11 damage.
Okay. You watch as the Murloc seems to, or the three Murlocs seem to be burnt slightly as they start to run away. Their backs kind of starting to char as they eventually jump into the water, trying to avoid it diving deep into the water. The creatures, though, seem to escape unscathed. As you begin to let the flaming sphere move about, it burns down the rest of the village, igniting it completely.
Alright, now it's time to go clean up, and how Tun says that is just Tun, and he starts forward marching.
As you close your mouth, the fiery sphere disappears.
Mm-hmm.
As Tun starts marching forward, the rest of you following. Melvin, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you immune to poison?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No.
Does the 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. I need a fortitude save, please.
Cool. A 6.
As you lot start going down the down the side of the hill, focusing in on the village, the now burnt flaming or inferno going, you start heading down. Melvin, you watch as your party suddenly starts going without you, and you start to feel really woozy. As you go to open your mouth, your tongue becomes numb, and you are paralyzed, taking 5 points of piercing damage and another 5 points of poison damage. You are paralyzed.
I am also down.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
That's right. No, I had temp HP, so I'm still good.
Oh, okay. As you find yourself now paralyzed, as you look around, you see a slightly larger looking Murloc with a little dagger that has poison barbs on it that he pulls out of you, and a fishing spear on his back as he is coming, like watching your party.
My mind still works, right?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Dudes, help me.
I turn around.
Does it? Technically, it does not say psionic isn't, because psionic isn't a proper speak thing. So yeah, dudes, you hear in your head that you hear Melvin call for you.
Do I thud
turn
to the
to
ground? Because
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know how that works. So.
Oh yeah. You make a loud thud as you slam into the ground. Dudes, as you turn around, yes.
My 25 vibration sense.
As you turn, as you start to feel, you feel the impact of Melvin almost as it hits. As you turn, and as you can, with that, you feel for a moment something steps off of near Melvin and then disappears. Before, as you turn around, and look about, you see nothing. As Tun still kind of walking down, slowing down, I imagine, to turn around. But Doots and Gygax, as you turn, you see just Melvin on the ground with a stab wound, completely paralyzed.
We got an ambush.
I run to Melvin.
Yeah, as you run up to Melvin, Melvin's still just laying there. Doesn't seem to have changed. You don't see anything that catches your attention. Yes, dudes.
I cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. As go ahead and roll your HP for that, or unless Melvin's is going to try and resist.
I cannot. I'm paralyzed.
I figured. Had to ask though. You never know.
He get back 11 HP.
11 HP. Okay. You feel as the the light healing song from Doots, as he sings you a light lullaby in your ear, feeling the wound kind of close up on your side, Melvin. You kind of like feel the paralysis seem to numb away. You are no longer paralyzed and are healed.
But I didn't lose any real health, so yes and no.
Well, that's fair. All right. As you lot look
What
about,
happened?
you see no other creature.
I got stabbed by a fisherman murloc thing. And then I'm going to drink a mage armor potion.
Okay. You down the potion immediately, feeling the effect as if suddenly an arcane box has kind of encompassed you. You feel slightly stronger and a little bit scarier. Tun, give
Yo.
me a dex or a reflex save.
16.
16. Give me a fortitude save.
17.
Tun, you feel yourself becoming numbed as you suddenly feel a little prick in your neck. Something kind of, as you move about, you keep feeling it as your skin kind of feels irritated, and you feel your body numbing out. You take... Oops. Let me fix that, because, there we go. One point of piercing damage.
Float up 15 feet so that I am hopefully out of reach.
Okay. You float up 15 feet. For the sake of it, everyone roll me initiative here.
4.
I wanted to do sense vibration.
Okay.
6.
Oh.
I was gonna fascinate, but can't right now. I got a 12.
Alright.
16 is for my sense vibration.
Okay. Ooh. Alright.
7 is my initiative.
Oh my gosh, we're fucked.
Alright, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm gonna need those again. Give me a second. Because I didn't. I got Gygax is at 7. Dudes, what was yours again?
I got a 12.
12. Tun?
4.
4. And Melvin?
6.
6. Gentlemen, this is about to... So, are you familiar with the story of Grim Legacy and how they ended?
No, but I get the feeling I'm about to
No.
experience it
Yes, I
firsthand.
was there.
Yeah, Gygax, with your first one off, you do sense that there is a creature hiding in the tree right next to you, Melvin and Doots. As you finish up searching about with your tremor sense, correct?
Yeah, sense vibration.
Sense vibration, that's correct. He is up first, or the creature is up first, and he is going to take another shot at Tun, this time not using a trap. Tun, a 10 hits, right?
Very close, but
Okay.
no cigar.
Alright, well, we're gonna do that again, as he's not going to move. For an 18, I assume that still doesn't hit.
No, sir.
As you feel 2 little pings off the side of your body, as you notice little bones kind of popping onto the ground. He ends his turn. Doots, you are up.
Alright. So I want to ask before, the Masterwork fishing spear had a +1, you said?
Yes, correct. It has a +1 because it's masterwork.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. All right. I'm going to play a song, Inspire Courage.
Okay.
Um,
What are we playing?
yeah.
As Tuntun breaks out the piano, puts on his cool guy glasses, full tux, and starts playing the piano.
So,
Mm-hmm.
only because it's playing currently, I was going to say Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Alright, and that's the battle music we're going with for the night. It's a Bad Romance. I can't wait to see how this goes. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perform check and let's see what you got. That's a +1 to your attack rolls, saves, and damage rolls, gentlemen.
I got an 8.
It comes out about slightly off tune. It's definitely a working song that Dudes is coming up with on the spot. It's definitely not hitting what you're expecting for the current situation. Even if you could see the Murloc right now, is now looking down at Dudes and judging him. But as the song goes on, you feel slightly impressed.
Now that I think about it, Bad Romance, I didn't really remember very many instruments in that song.
No.
Dudes can just hear.
There's
"Not your
a-
best work."
I know. There's the guitar, there is drums, a bass, and obviously the vocal.
Yep. As Dude starts doing the song, dancing
Seeing as
along
I'm
with
using
it.
a lute,
Mm-hmm.
seeing as I'm using a lute, it's probably not the best.
But yeah, as you start inspiring, you haven't moved. Would you like to do anything else?
Yes. Do I see the closest Murloc?
You don't. You can give me a search check to see if you can spot him.
Alright.
It's
Wow.
interesting how that works.
Another 8.
Another 8. You do not see him.
Do we get an opportunity to see him if he attacks us, or no?
If he doesn't have a feat specifically to keep him hidden and move silently.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bet he doesn't have one of those, huh?
He would never. No. Or he just got a really good hide check. Could be one of the two. Who knows? But you do not see anything, Dutes, as you look about.
Okay.
Alright. Thus ending your turn, I
I will-
assume. Oh, go ahead.
If you'll let me, I'll hold an action for when he does spawn.
When he suddenly shows himself, okay. As you kind of look about,
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him with that spear.
Yeah, readying your spear, you look about. Gygax, you are up.
Like Babe Ruth, I point to the tree like I'm about to hit a home run with my sling.
As you point, start winding up the sling, realizing this creature's probably not paying attention to you. You go ahead and make a shot. Let's see what you got. And like any good cold shot to a brand new baseball player who thinks he's gonna be like Babe Ruth, you go to swing and then let the thing go twirly, and the bolt goes right into the tree.
Okay, it wasn't a natural one. Okay, good. Just checking.
Not managing to
First
injure
roll.
yourself, it just kind of sticks itself into the tree in front of you.
Alright.
Alright, you haven't
I'm
moved.
pissed at this. I'm throwing it again.
Okay.
Throwing another one.
That's 2 nat ones in a row, almost. Oh my god, roll again. Yeah, as you kind of start swinging it again, looking at him, and then again, distracted by the excitement of hoping a spider will show up or something, you go to swing and it slashes into the tree once more, right next to the other one, right in front of you. Still easy to pull out, but awkward to take him out at this point. Alright. Ending your turn, Gygax. Melvin, you are up. You did just see where Gygax was pointing to.
Can I see it?
You do. Give me a search check.
What about spot?
I'll take spot, sure.
I I have all around vision, which gives me advantage. Is that a +2?
That's a
extra?
+2. Yep.
Okay. So then I get an extra +5 because of my cloak.
Are you wearing both cloaks at this point, just out of curiosity?
Right now I have the one on.
Okay.
The brown
He's
eye.
got an
brown
overcloak
eye.
and an undercloak.
I was just curious because it is hot, so I wanted to kind of keep that in mind.
Twice the billowing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can wear both cloaks because you're not wearing armor, but it's gonna be quite warm. All right,
23.
23. You, as you look about over to where Gygax is pointing, happen to catch a shimmer for a moment off of the creature's armor, and then manage to notice it as you start to kind of see it camouflaging into the tree itself. The outline of a slightly larger murloc carrying a large looking spear, looking similar to the one on Dutes's back, a little dagger that has fish spines for a blade instead of an actual blade itself, and then a little blowgun on his side hip that it looks like he has darts that are a few of them are missing out of.
All right. I would like to cast Arcane Mark straight across its chest. Visible.
Oh, okay. Is that a save or resistance for him?
It doesn't say that it is.
What's
Because it doesn't do anything. It's just a mark that can be visible.
Oh!
But
Okay, let's see. Oh, it's Arcane Mark, right? That's one?
yeah. don't know if
There
I
is
can
not
make
a
it
saving
visible
throw. Yeah.
Everybody, or if it's just me, but
What are you writing, by the way? Because you're etching it basically you're etching runes onto the person.
I just wanted to say here.
Okay.
It's really large.
Let's see. Place on 11. Being normal wear gradually causes the effect of the fade in about a month. So there isn't a save. It just has a time amount that it just fades over time. As you do so, the spell goes on. You see Melvin and Arcane Mark on him that says here.
Can anybody else see that?
As the rest of the party looks, you all do see the. Assuming Melvin didn't make it an invisible mark, that you can all see the rune that's now floating in the air in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Am I in its reach?
Yes.
As you look up, it is 10 feet above you in a tree, on the top of the tree, looking down towards, its chest is facing towards Tun.
Are we all facing towards it?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to drop the spider mine behind us.
Okay. As you kind of put it down on the ground, just in case, setting it up, it's set up without issue.
And that is my turn.
All right. As we go on to the next person, Tun, you are up. You are numb, you are paralyzed currently, so you can't move.
You just told me I was feeling numb. I didn't know I was actually fully paralyzed.
Yeah, it is the paralyzing effect.
Gotcha. All right. Well, what's this? Do I need to roll fortitude to break out of it?
Correct, good sir. This is at the beginning of your turn, for that matter.
22.
That does succeed. I didn't expect you to turn around so well. Okay.
He's like, oh shit.
For a moment, you feel your body get kind of numb, and then as you kind of start to stretch and flex about, the little pin in your neck kind of pops out, and you kind of feel the numbness or the paralyzation go away. Your muscles feel a little more maneuverable, a little more stretched out.
Okay. So does rolling that end my turn, or
Nope.
do I still have a whole turn ahead
You
of me?
still have your whole turn.
Gotcha. How far away is this tree?
About 10 feet in front of you, I'd say, because I assume you would have walked a little bit more than the rest of the group before turning around. You can. Oh no, are you gonna go charge the tree?
We've already established me knocking down trees is a very possible thing to be done, so we're gonna do it again.
Are you gonna bull rush the tree specifically, or just charge this tree in general?
I'm charging this tree. I am taking it down.
All right, let's go with another D20 plus your strength modifier for this to see if
21.
you can. 21. Yeah, you hit the tree. Go ahead and or did I have you roll damage last time or no?
No, there's. I don't remember if you.
As you slam into the tree once more, the tree easily taking the hit of contact for a moment, not moving as some of the leaves rustle to the ground. As Tuntun lets out his bullish exhale like any good turtle does. The steam in his back legs kicks in, and he pushes as the tree again at first doesn't move, and then some crackling sounds can be heard as the roots start to uplift themselves, and the tree tips over with the creature in it. He is going to make a reflex save to see if he can land on his feet or get crushed by a tree. 23.
Well, look at that.
As you feel the tree land on the ground, you all watch as the arcane mark seems to easily disappear for a moment and reappear a few feet behind the tree where it lands, about now 10 feet from the party. Yeah, Tuntun though, the tree is on the ground. You see the arcane mark standing now, mid-chest level, the same as a troll, kind of taunting you.
Man. Well, that's my turn.
All right. Up to the top, he is going to take another shot at actually at Melvin this time. Seeing that. 20 plus 7. That's a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Don't let Robert be the first one I kill. I'm gonna feel bad because he's always the one that gets crit confirmed first.
He's the only. Okay.
Alright, I would have felt bad.
Does the 15 hit his AC?
Yes.
Oh no.
I mean, that means it's not like the normal natural 20. That means he just takes the crit damage.
Yeah, he's still gonna take crit damage. He does it. Well, yeah, he'd have to double crit to get the permanent injury table. So, thankfully, he does not get that, but he does get the crit damage for it. So, which is going to be. Let me pull it up again. One of these days, I'm going to have this as just a little like note for myself to remember exactly how to calculate crit, but I've yet to do that. And
it drained what would have been all of my health without it, so...
Oh,
I can
well.
only imagine I'm going to go down here.
Yeah, here you go.
I just hope it doesn't, go negative past your health pool.
No, in that case, I don't run that for these campaign at this point.
Okay, that's good.
There's too many monsters that could easily ruin you guys. Okay. Critical hit that you roll, unless otherwise, threat range. Attack rolls 20, and the multiple, so it is times 2. So it's just times 2 for the damage. Which is only, and very sad, a D4. This is a blowgun, but the problem is the poison that you need to avoid. And I got max damage. That's 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save from Melvin.
Right. Uh, 17.
17 saves. You only take the initial damage for the poison. So that is on top of the 8, a plus 5.
I'm down.
Oh, as Melvin drops to the ground once more. Not paralyzed this time though. As his eyes roll back into his head and they close slowly.
The wizard is a very squishy individual.
The creature, having seen Melvin go down, is then going to turn and go after Doots, thinking the loud sound means that he is the next strongest. Plus 7. 22 to hit Doots. Doots?
What do you want me to say? That hits?
No, what do you expect from me? I'm just a little guy.
I didn't
I'm just a
crit!
wee guy.
I only got 3 points of damage on you, but I need a fortitude save to see if you take more than the 5 points of poison damage.
Might as well just. Oh, never mind. I got an unnatural 20.
All right, perfect. You managed to save. You only take 5 points of poison damage as the thin, bony blow dart kind of smacks into your neck and pops back out as you start to wipe away at it. But all right, that ends his turn. Oh wait, no, he's not moving. Oh no, that was because he wasn't moving. He got 2 attacks. Never mind, we're good. All right, that ends his turn. Next up is Doots.
Get revenge.
Okay. Well, my thing was, I held an action if I saw him.
Yes, he never got within your range though. Because you don't have 10-foot reach, right?
With a spear, I should.
Oh no, it's not a spear. It is technically a smaller weapon. Yeah, it's a fishing spear as far as what it's called. So, which makes it small in its category.
Yeah, if you knew what a fishing spear looked like, it's not like a harpoon or anything. It's usually they're not really that big.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be considered small in this case. It just does a decent amount of DPS or damage for it.
Because it's not like a trident, right?
Yes,
Or is it similar?
fishing spears can be thrown. That is the thing. Yeah, it's not a long spear, sadly, so you don't get the amazing. It's just a, let's see, so, because spear gets 20 feet, so it'd be, you do have 10 feet. No, you do have 10 feet to hit him with it, because it'd be half. Oh no, 20 feet is assumed for medium, never mind. No, yeah, so it would be 10. So yeah, you can definitely hit him as far as your held action goes now that he's fallen onto the ground. As you're free, for my apologies, because I forgot to give that to you.
I will stab him
Okay, let's see what you got.
with the masterwork.
The masterwork fishing spear.
That is a 18, 20, 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It's 1d6 plus your strength modifier for reference.
5 total damage.
All right, 5. As you manage to stab into him, catching him off guard, his invisibility or his camouflage rather drops, and he becomes visible. The arcane mark still on his chest though, as a little bit of blood starts to seep out of him. He seems to start screaming. I can't do the Murloc yell, so I'm not even gonna try. Yeah. There we go, that works. He is waving his fishing spear at you, and his blowgun towards you. But yeah, as you stab into him, we'll jump back into your actual turn. So you have your action and movement.
Alright. I'm gonna stab him again.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Get him!
Tuntun tried to throw a tree at him, it didn't work. Turns out you have to poke him with a spear.
It's just a smaller tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 5 more damage.
5 more. All right. As you slam into him, he taking the stab once again. As you poke another hole into him, he starts to bleed and continues to yell at you.
Well, I'm not moving, so I'm going in for one last one, and I will say, speak common, and maybe this will stop.
You feel a little froggy hand on your shoulder that tells you that's kind of racist. Not literally, but you know.
Well, I don't speak your language.
Fucked up, man.
That is a...
That is what?
17 to hit.
Okay. Alright, as you do, it does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is a 7 damage.
7 damage. As you slash into him once, or stab into him once more, putting another puncture hole in him, you see him, like, waving his arms more aggressively at you, as blood starts, like, sloshing out of the wounds onto the ground, but he seems to still be standing. Alright. Doots, does that end your turn?
That'll end my turn with a parting remark. Are you ready to talk now?
It makes more Murloc noises at you. Gygax, as it seems to be focused on Doots for stabbing and slashing at it, has yet to notice you as you now stand over an unconscious Melvin who's lying on the ground. Once more.
How far away is it?
10 feet in front of you, staring at Doots mostly.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to him.
Oh, okay. Let me just check something really quickly before...
Before I stab him?
Yeah, just want to see. No, that's... Okay, that's specifically something else I was hoping for. Oh, nope, you're good. As you walk up to him calmly, well, if he could tell you were acting calmly, punching dagger in hand, or in tongue, for a 21 to hit, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage as you stab at the creature. Alright. As you stab into him, nicking the side of his leg, you watch as he starts, a little bit of blood starts going. He does not seem to even acknowledge you as he continues to make ferocious Murloc noises towards Doots.
Hold on. As I stab him, I'm gonna grab a hold of him with my pseudopod.
Alright. For a grapple check?
No.
No?
For an incorporeal touch attack.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what you can. Let's make an attack with it. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. For another 2 points, as you watch as the creature feels the chill into its body as you grab onto it, it looks at you suddenly with surprise, and you see the utter realization of it as it starts staring at you, wide-eyed. It starts waving its fishing spear at you now. Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Gygax?
That was my whole turn.
Alright. Melvin, death saving throw.
Woohoo! It's just a flat D20, right?
Yeah. Alright. 5 is your first failure. I will tell you, you would have been informed on your way here, you and Doots, that if you get more than, if either of you goes down, game mechanic wise, for more than 2 failures, you will all automatically be brought back to Zebral's castle and sent on a different mission. So, Melvin and Doots, just for your own note from what you would have been told from your hive.
Cool.
Alright.
Melvin, you can choose to make another death saving throw, or you could choose to wait till next round. I'm kind of implementing a new rule with this one, since normally I ask for double actions to give it some fairness for the death.
I will wait.
Okay. Alright, Tun. Big man standing on in front at the base of a torn up rooted tree, staring over it at the very terrified looking Murloc, who seems to be staring into the mouth of Gygax, as it doesn't seem to see where its eyes are. What would you like to do, Tun?
How far away is he from me? Is he 5 or 10 feet?
10 feet in front of you, with a tree kind of on top, like kind of in between the two of you.
And how far away is Melvin?
Melvin is about 5 feet, because you moved up the full 10 feet last round. So yeah, about 5 feet to your right.
Gotcha. I will... Let me see here, because I think I have something for him. I will give him one of my Cure Light Wound Potions. Well,
Okay.
feed it to him.
All right, I'll allow it, but you have to describe to me how the hell Tuntun's gonna get it out of his saddlebag.
All right. Well, it's one of my own items, so it's not in the saddle.
Oh, it's in your neck flaps. Yes, your where the toad was living for a moment.
Yeah.
All right.
You see, all the things that are in my belongings are somewhere stored within my neck flaps, because that's how I access them.
Turning into yourself once more, you pull out a potion, popping the cork off and tossing it in the air just to flip it so you can flip it over and put it in Melvin's mouth, tip mouth, or the bottle mouth open first. It goes down Melvin's... Tuntun, go ahead and roll the HP that Melvin gets.
Because, how much is a Cure Light Wounds? Is that a D4?
It is...
Oh, actually.
No.
It
Cure Light
is a
Wounds
D8
is
plus
2.
your caster level. In this case, there's no caster level, so it's 1D8.
2d8.
No, it's 1D8.
No, I'm looking at cure. Oh, I'm looking at cure moderate wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a D8.
Yeah,
Alright.
normally it's D8 plus 1 for caster level, but unfortunately there's no caster here.
Down, 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 down. 6.
What about if it was being poured down a caster's throat?
Sadly, no. Wrong kind of caster. Although you do have the right kind of caster in your party. Yeah, as you down it, Tuntun, for a moment you think, well, if he's undead, this is gonna hurt. But Melvin, as you feel the liquid kind of go down your throat, you revive back up, feeling your body rejuvenated, still feeling the damage from the wounds, but otherwise not feeling any other pain.
Alright, and since I'm not moving, let's see here. Does a natural 20 hit?
It does. What's your, go ahead and roll to confirm.
14. Does that hit his AC?
It does not for the second one.
Okay, so it hits, but it's no...
But it's a success.
damage.
Yep, it's just a success.
God, man, and you know, the spear has ×3 crits, so that's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is 7 damage.
7 damage, yeah. As you lean forward, the spear extends, stabbing him into the side, slashing at the creature's belly. Blood kind of starting to seep out of it a bit more. Creature looking a little bit rougher, but still managing to hang on as it's kind of still looking at Gygax as it continues on. Tuntun, does that end in your turn as the spear retracts back?
That does end.
All right. The chief is up first. He is going to try and stab the mimic that is grabbing him. For 1d20 plus that. Wow, now I roll bad. Does an 11 hit Gygax?
Nope.
God damn it. Why is it only with you that I roll badly? Oh, okay, at least that's an 18.
Nope.
As the spear goes, as the fishing spear goes to the side, to the left, to the right, you manage to dodge easily out of the side, to the side, still managing to keep your tongue kind of attached onto the creature, as it seems to be vigorously trying to get you to let go. It ends its turn. Dutes, you are up.
I will try and connect to it psionically and see if I could speak to it mentally.
Okay, give me a concentration check.
Which would be a con.
Nope, that's just a
Oh, wait,
that's
no,
an
never mind.
actual
I see it
skill.
right there.
Yep.
An unnatural 20.
As you start to speak to it, you feel you start to feel a connection between your mind and its. For a moment, it seems to be there, and then it seems to dissipate just as quickly. You get the realization this creature doesn't A, have a parasite in it, and B, does not understand or seem to be capable of speaking psionic, or in its mind. Which,
Well, first, I'm going to change the song.
okay.
I'm changing it to Wild Owl Yankovic. Another one rides the bus.
Uh-huh. Go ahead and give me a perform check for this one. Let's see what happens.
Dum, dum, dum. Another one. Raz the bus. Dum, dum, dum.
13.
Though you all feel slightly inspired by the changing song, the concept of a bus and people riding on it leaves you kind of slightly ajarred by the idea of it. The song seems to lose its luster. While you're inspired, you do not gain any other bonuses.
And for my last action, I will, I guess, try and communicate with it. You know what? I know that's not how shape change works, but I will ask. If I shape change into a Murloc, will it be able to understand me then?
Let
As my mouth
me...
can now make this, since my mouth can now make the same noises as it.
The question becomes, can you understand it? So shape change is a 9th level spell. So I'd be first question.
Doppelganger.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, hold up. I was about to ask. I was like, where are you getting shape change from? Oh, yeah. From that, just because you can like turn into it doesn't mean you'd understand how to use its parts in the same sense. Besides like walking in basic mechanics, speaking the same language and understanding the language would be pretty difficult for someone who's never learned it.
Okay. Then I will then just say to it, can you understand me?
What are you saying in it? Or are you shape changing and then just talking in this form?
I am not shape changing. I'm saying it in common in my normal form,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, can you understand me? I nod my head yes, and then I shake my head for no.
It nods its head up and down and stares at the pseudopod, ending your turn. As you got your 2 talking actions in there.
Alright.
Gygax, as you watch as the creature seems to turn towards Doots, nods up and down to respond, and still looks back at you and waves its spear again at you threateningly.
How hurt does the Murloc look?
It's still got. I mean, like you've been grappled. You've been holding its arm and feeling its strength for the last round. It doesn't seem like it's losing any strength. It's still pulling and fighting pretty comfortably. It doesn't look like it's even phased, and it's fighting all 4 of you by itself without retreating. This creature's either extremely confident, or you get the sense it's got a trap laid.
I'm stabbing it again.
Okay, 17 hits. Let's see what you can do for damage. 4, yeah, as you stab into the creature, or stab into the creature, you watch as you slash at its thighs, more blood coming down. The creature seems unfazed by it. What would you like to do, Gygax? Would you like to stab it again, or are you going to keep it there?
Okay, it was not a critical fail.
Ouch. Yeah, as you go to try and stab it again, the creature, seeming to kind of catch on to your attacks, moves its legs back as it jumps its body slightly back, pulls itself up a little bit. It manages to dodge out of the way of your knife, though still keeping your pseudopod still attached to it.
Oh no, my pseudopod has...
Oh, you retracted it back? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Thus, I assume ending your turn?
At the end of it, I say, do you surrender? Actually, I yell that.
The creature shakes its head no.
Do you yield? Hey, I can understand that creature at least, though.
As you end your turn, Gygax, Melvin, you are up. You are still, well, technically, yeah, you're up because of Tuntunderman. Yeah. What would you like?
I Is this thing considered a humanoid?
It is.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Daze on it.
Alright, what's days for reference again?
4 fewer hit die. It'll be stunned for 1 round.
You watch as the spell goes off, the creature looks not in the slightest phased as it just kind of stares at Gygax.
Sorry. No, I can't do a whole lot, so.
Okay. Ending your turn, I assume?
Yeah, unless it gets too close to me, and then I'm gonna try to fucking whack it.
I mean, it's within 10 feet of you. If you have a 10-foot reach. I don't know.
It's 5 foot.
Okay. Alright, as you end your turn kind of watching it, a little irritated as your daze spell doesn't seem to take any effect. The creature not even seeming to acknowledge the spell's effect. Tun, you watch as you see Melvin go through the motion of casting a spell and nothing seeming to happen on the creature.
That's crazy. And if I remember correctly, when it comes to melee attacks, 5 feet of movement is included with.
You can move. Yeah, you can move up 5 feet. Yes, to attack someone. But Melvin trying to avoid being hit, I assume, is not moving up for that reason.
Correct. I don't want to get closer to it.
Of course.
It has knocked him down twice so far.
Tun wanting to, thinking that it's probably about time this fight gets over sooner rather than later, is going to start biting his way to victory.
Alright, you gonna charge forth and go and bite the creature?
Yes, because he is only 10 feet away, right?
Yep.
So with the moving 5 forward along with the attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you move up the 5 feet, kind of shoving dudes a little bit to the side, out of the way of you, as you kind of charge forward. As the speedy turtle you are, spearhead ready, you go forward into the creature's attack zone. It does not seem to focus. Go ahead.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit. Now,
Damage.
I was gonna say, are you bull rushing this creature, or are you just walking up and stabbing it? Okay.
Well, if I remember correctly from what I've been told, when you attack, you can move up 5 feet.
Yes, you can also bull rush a creature, which is a standard attack action, which looks like a charge. The only difference, you have to go straight into the person.
Gotcha, but the thing is, bull rush also knocks them away, right?
No, it can knock them over. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It does push them back 5 feet. It does, yes.
Yeah, I don't want to push him away because then I won't be able to get my second attack off on him.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, yeah. How much damage did you say?
I did say 11, but I also forgot to add the base attack bonus. Wait, no. Yeah, right. Base attack bonus is what adds to damage.
Right? No, it's your strength modifier is what adds to the damage.
It's not added. Okay, cool. All
yeah,
right.
it's your strength modifier that's added to it, not your weapon or not your base.
Oh.
Yeah, did you not know that?
That's even better then.
Yeah.
My strength modifier.
Let me phrase that. If it's strength modifier, if it's a strength based weapon, it's a dex weapon, which there are a few of them. That it's dex based, just to make that clear. So it'd be plus whatever. Yeah.
So that's 15 damage then.
Alright, yeah, as you slam the spear with your head into the creature, it seems to screech out as the spear slashes again across its stomach. It turns
this is a bite attack. Right?
Oh, this is a bite. Oh, as you bite into the creature, yeah, biting down onto its thigh, it's going to look down on you, and it seems to scream at you in panic as you bite down, tearing a chunk of its thigh out. The creature is scared and freaking out, and looks to be getting more and more aggressive as it looks at you.
Well, we're gonna do that again.
Okay. Well, you did move up yeah. Never mind. No, you're good.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit, surprisingly. You finally found the creature's AC as it, with the second bite and being afraid of it, it grabs it, takes its other hand and shoves your head away like pushing a big dog's head from a bowl of kibble.
And he's like, no, bad boy.
As it's rubbing its thigh where the gaping wound is. It's its turn, and now that it's more scared of Tun than Gygax, it is going to try and stab Tun with its dagger. Let me see. +7. That's a 12 to hit, not a 14, which does not hit. And he is going to, in a panic, do the same thing again. Come on. 17. Does not hit.
Not hit.
Oh, I hate you. Alright, as he tries to, like, freaking out, stabbing at you with everything he can, the bones, like, bouncing off your mithril. The creature's panicking as it doesn't want to be chewed on, thus ending its turn. Doots, you are up.
This thing has realized what the true predator of this party is.
You know, if you just dropped your weapon, this might stop. But I'm not going to.
Can you really promise that?
No. Look, he doesn't know that.
Alright,
So, I'm gonna... Ow.
You're gonna ow?
I'm gonna
Okay.
stab him.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Drop it. That is a...
He's doing math. Give
18.
him 18. 18 hits.
Yeah. That is a 4 for damage.
How would you like to do this?
I'm thinking that, you know, he'll be fine after this one last stab. Like, you know, just drop your weapon and this will be fine as I go in and just stab this spear right into his chest.
Okay. As you going in with the expectation, seeing this creature taking attack after attack, cut after cut, you stab forward with the expectation. As you feel the blade pierce in center, eyes kind of slightly closed off to the side, trying not to get any blood into your eyes. As you make this comment, you suddenly kind of feel some weight on the spear, and as you look over, you realize you just stuck it right through the chest into the heart, as the creature now leaning onto the spear is like pulling the spear into the ground. Tuntun, I imagine, kind of looking up at you slightly disappointed as you just told his lunch.
I don't think it's gonna stop me from eating him.
Oh
Looks
no.
like we're having
I pulled the
fish
spear out.
tonight.
Oh, shit.
As you try to hurriedly pull your
I pulled
spear
the
out,
spear out.
before Tuntun snaps it like a toothpick. Like a dog.
Doctor's always
Okay.
said I need a little bit more fiber in my diet.
Like a dog who's excited that he just watched his master drop a piece of meat and is going to run off with it. Tuntun, I imagine, is grabbing hold of the body.
We're consuming. You know what? Just because Tuntun has recognized that it's Gygax's favorite part, he'll leave the head for Gygax if he wants it.
Nom 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 nom.
As Tuntun and Gygax begin tearing apart the body, Melvin and Dude's kind of just watching this. The behind you, the loud inferno blazing, going as the village that you set on fire is now kind of catching some of the trees on fire. The sound of the screaming, like baby cries coming from the village itself, as it slowly burns to a crumble.
What a fine composition of Vivaldi's. What a great music to go along with my meal. As Tuntun thinks in his mind.
As the two of you chew down on anything non-magical, leaving behind a dagger that keeps, like, both of you realize taste and smells funny as it's covered in barbs of little pufferfish spikes. Realizing what was causing the paralysis, and then the little blowgun with the blow darts from the belt of the creature that had been poisoning poor Melvin, as well as Tuntun. Kind of tossing those two things off to the side, you two snap or eat through everything else.
Well, Tuntun's gonna head towards the remnants of the burnt village, just because there's probably loot there. Maybe, at least. At least magic items should remain. If there was any there.
I guess we'll find out.
All right, as you lot start heading down the hill after enjoying your meal, slowly floating and flying and walking, you lot come to the bottom of the hill. And as you come to the beach, feeling the warm sand under your feet, you look on as there is mostly just burning wood laying on top of the water, floating about. As much of the buildings are fallen over and collapsed in on itself, it's still burning into an inferno.
Any signs of a spider?
You look about. Give me a search check.
Any signs of life?
Give me a search check.
That was a
Tonton
nat
gazes
1.
into the inferno.
You-
Very content in his place in the world.
We both got 3s.
You are so distracted, Gygax, by the fact of the meal you just had and the fight, and really watching Melvin almost die twice, that you're not really too focused. A side thought of looking for spiders as you look over at Melvin and remember the spider webs from last time, but as you're so distracted by watching Melvin, you kind of lose focus as you're looking about. Dudes, looking at, you don't hear any more sounds of crying or screaming or really anything other than the sounds of the fire crackling, the wood breaking, and the sound of the waves hitting against the fire. Looking about, you see some floating driftwood, but nothing catches your attention. I assume you lot are gonna wait till the fire.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I-
In
Yeah,
the
I
meantime,
would like
I'm
to
gonna
wait
play
till
in the
that.
water.
Alright. As you go into the water and start kind of floating about, having a good time, enjoying
It's a beach
yourself.
episode, you gotta get in the water.
Yeah, you guys kind of start to sit back, relax, enjoying yourselves with the tan, getting your first day of vacation. I imagine Tun and Gygax in the water hunting for fish, trying to see who can catch the most interesting
hey,
one.
Who knows? Maybe there were some burnt baby corpses fell through some of the stuff and is floating in the water. I don't know.
That's
Oh my god.
That's far more grotesque than I was gonna go with. But as Tun searches for Murloc baby corpses floating in the body,
Well,
slightly
there's
or in the
cooked
water,
Murlocs that fell in the water. It doesn't have to be babies, but
slightly-
babies screaming.
slightly charred, looking for anything to eat. Melvin, I imagine, just kind of working with the sand, making a sand castle in the background. Doots, I imagine, sitting on a chair or sitting back, kind of strumming his. Well, you have a lute. Wait, yeah, lute is string, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So as you stringing your instrument, kind of playing a light song in the background. As the scene continues on, a few hours go by as the fire dies out. You lot spend your time searching the rubble. Give me another search check for the entire party to see if you guys find any cool loot.
19.
19, okay.
I got a 5.
24.
Ouch. 24, okay. And Gygax got a 16. Alright. Give me a minute. Alright, as you lot look about, you start to find a lot of roughly some coins, about 103 gold pieces just lying about the wreckage that all seem to have draconic markings on them, signifying that they come from the Movasi lands. As you look about for a moment, I will take the gold coins. Okay.
Making all the money.
I mean, he is a
did you say
mimic.
Mubasi?
Movasi. Oh, here, I'll spell it for you so you don't have to. That name will be. That's all you need for his name. Yeah, he's the leader of the. Well, if you want to do a check on him, you can try to figure out. The only other item you find in there or floating amongst the water is a masterwork light crossbow. That's about medium size. It seems the string in it seems a little bit rough and ruined from the water, but otherwise the item seems to work perfectly. As I imagine Tun would kind of float through and grab it, picking it up, noticing it being something unique with a bunch of metal, and bringing it back. No.
I'll bring it to Dudes.
Okay. Yeah, as you pull it out, bringing it to Doots, you see this masterwork light crossbow. It looks to have the same draconic markings as the coins do.
Perhaps. I wonder where they got these from. Well, I couldn't find anything. Y'all find anything?
I found these weird-looking gold coins. And I show him one.
I would like to.
I found
Try
everything and nothing all at the same time.
Yeah, he was the one that actually got. I think it was what. I found the crossbow. He found the gold.
Basically, I just use your collective for the loot pool to make it easier. See how much you guys found. As you kind of look it over, Doots, you do recognize the coin. The coin itself seems to, well, rather, you don't recognize the coin, but the figure on the coin catches your attention as it is a dragon and it looks to be painted red with like some sort, or some very thick, unique paint that you don't recognize.
May I please borrow that coin?
You can have it.
I take the coin.
Alright. As you take the coin. Alright.
I'm gonna try and. Can I do a knowledge check to see if I can guess who is on the coin?
If you have profession, mercantile, knowledge, nobility, I'll take knowledge. I think there's just a general history. No, there's not. Yeah, I'll take a knowledge, nobility if you got. Otherwise, the general knowledge check will be allowed.
General knowledge it is for. Wow, I'm rolling low tonight. 6.
6. You're not sure. It could be a dragon clan. It could be any other dragon that just decided to make a coin.
All right. I'll hold on to this coin until I can meet someone who might know more.
Okay. As you lot gather together, the sun's starting to kind of come down around now that being kind of mid-evening. The warm heat starting to become a little bit chillier. You lot, I assume, start heading back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, and as
From
we
this
near
opening
Oh.
the fallen tree with
Yes.
the Murloc,
Yes.
I'm gonna grab my 2 bullets. That
Okay.
I lost there.
Okay. Yes, Tintin?
I was wondering if, do you think we could stay here closer? Well, how am I gonna convey this to the party?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't have to tell me really if you're trying to tell the party something. I'll let you kind of think about it if you want a second while I grab water.
Tuntun's gonna look at Doots. Tuntun's gonna lay down.
Oh, you want to rest, buddy?
Tuntun's
We can take a
gonna
short
kind of
little
give
rest
like
here if you
Tuntun looks as if he wants to wait for something.
Sure, we can wait. I pop a squat.
Specifically, DM.
I was gonna say, I'm lost here. What?
I want to wait till it gets closer to sunset because I want to see if the gnolls are either nearby and perhaps they make a fire.
Ah, okay.
Because it's probably gonna hard to see smoke midday, and they're probably not gonna be making a fire midday. But as night comes, they might be making camp.
All right. As you lot kind of settle down on the beach for a bit longer, Gygax returning back from the hill with his sling bullets. As you lot kind of sit down and relax, are you gonna be making a campfire yourselves, or are you just gonna kind of wait on the beach in the dark?
I don't particularly need it. If the others want to, that's their own deal. I can't exactly tell them to make one or not.
I don't need it.
I also don't need it.
I sit down,
I don't
spinning
think
the
any of them
plugs
do.
on my fingers.
Okay. All right. As you lot kind of camp out on the beach, how are you guys gonna? How would you each like to spend your time? As about you have about 3 hours, kind of just sitting on this beach waiting at this point.
How far is the beach that we arrived on?
Roughly a day's travel south.
South
Malvin
from the
would
coast?
like to spend his
Yeah,
time
'cause it-
lifting the chunks of broken wood.
Where you guys technically landed, unknown to you lot, it was actually on a river, not on a like a river beach, not a proper yeah.
Gotcha, not a coastal. Alright, that's fine.
What was it? Sorry, Melvin. What'd you say again? Sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Real quick.
Oh, I said I was going to spend my downtime lifting the heavy chunks of wood to try to build up my strength.
Okay. All right.
For 3 hours?
For reasons that DM specifically knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you're like lifting with your eye stalks?
My tentacles.
Yeah, his tentacle beard, the tiny tentacle beard he has. Dudes, yeah, what do you
Feel
think?
free to play Eye of the Tiger in the background.
I'll start strumming it as I try to think.
He goes blah, 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 blah.
That's just mean. But alright.
So, the fourth quest asked for us to meet Zebril at. You said the beach where we first met, but we didn't meet him at a beach. We met him outside the cave.
That should have caught your
He
attention.
didn't say to meet Zebril. He just the thing is that meet me where you first landed.
Fucking child-proof weed, motherfuckers. Ignore me.
You're fine. Okay then. I will just play a song on my lute. I will play with Gygax.
Okay. As Gygax flexing about here. Love the meme. Gotta miss Screech. Don't like the actor, but love the character. Yeah, as you start strumming along, the beat kind of becoming contagious for Melvin as he's sitting there lifting to the beat. Tunton, are you just laying there enjoying, basking in the sun and the heat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sun basking.
Yeah, as you lot kind of continue to enjoy your night, as the day goes on. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something here. There we go. You begin to see as the sun gets closer to sunset. You look about for fires. Let's get some search checks. Or spot checks, actually, rather. See if
21.
21? Okay.
21.
21 pilots?
Ooh, I hope they're good at flying.
Well, Gygax isn't.
I can't find my feet.
27.
Gygax, you're just so
Natural.
distracted by the potential spider that could be somewhere. Okay.
Natural 20, 21.
Nice.
Whoa.
27 though from Melvin, which was fucking ridiculous. Alright. As you continue looking about, looking towards the forest, looking for fires, minutes go by, an hour goes by, and you spot no fires. However, as you're starting to kind of give up and starting to kind of show interest, Melvin, as you look off to the side, having to kind of scan the horizon, you see in the distance a very small rowboat that looks like it's very rushly put together with some ropes that are tying some driftwood together, and two gnolls paddling, while the third one seems to be in the water swimming and pushing the boat.
Oh yeah, guys. It's time.
Can I shift the shadows beneath them to look like a giant creature coming at them in the water?
Do you have a spell that's similar to that, or are you just trying to do
shadow
that?
play?
Yeah. Let's what does Shadow Play do exactly? Remind me.
I'm able to take control of one shadow up huge size.
Mm-hmm.
I can change its shape, but not move it away from the place where it's lying. So
Yeah, are
I
you-
guess I can't really move it, but I can make it look like there's a giant ass creature.
Yeah, so there's 2 in the boat and 1 in the water. Which one of the shadows do you want to take? Or are you going to try and throw 3 and combine it to make it look like one big creature?
That's a good question.
Is it a creature shadow or is it any shadow?
What is any shadow? That's I was.
What shape he's going to make it? Do you know it's going to be some sort of
Because
creature?
like the raft itself would
Yeah,
have a
big
Yeah,
moat
decent
I'll
sized
go with
shadow.
the moat shadow.
The boat does have the biggest shadow, that's true. Okay, what creature are you going to try and make it look like is coming up? Or are you just in general, something's coming up from the deep that's big?
Yeah, something. I
Mel-
don't know that I know much about ocean creatures, so yeah, just some creature in general.
Melvin, would you say you're dreaming up a creature?
I no,
No? No? Okay.
I don't think he's dreaming.
no, because I'm not thinking specifics, just silhouette.
Alright. No worries.
Melvin, just imagine my mouth bigger in shadow form.
I don't know what happens when a beholder thinks about a mimic. But alright, as you begin, or as you cast your spell, the gnolls are going to roll perception. Oh, well, I call it a perception check. We're going to call it a general
Oh, it's
check.
a fortitude save.
Oh, is it a fortitude save?
Yeah, it says fortitude negates.
Alright, that makes this a lot easier.
That would be on.
Their end, I assume. Yeah, it's your caster level is the DC, so it's your caster level plus the spell level. You're a 2nd level, so I think it's 2.
Well, then I have the feat that makes it higher.
Oh, yeah, then you have to pull that up. Well, good. While you look that up, my page will slowly load. There we go. All right. Oh, cool. I've got a decent bonus. As the gnoll... Really need to stop saying I have a decent bonus. As the gnolls start kind of are focusing on the ship for a moment, they seem to be looking as if they're still sailing until the one in the water seems to look over as they're pushing the ship, and though you can't see as they're too far away, the sudden the look on their face, the sudden thrashing in the water of the creature trying to get up on the boat and then pulling on the boat as the boat's easily tearing apart, as it's just driftwood being held together by some loose knots. The other 2 gnolls start panicking, trying to push the guy off and start shoving him with the oar as the ship is starting to rip they're starting to rip the ship apart and starting to fall into the water. All right. Is anybody wanting to go out into the water to attack them? They're about 100 or so feet out, just for reference.
I was about to say, Tun has a swimming speed, and he's pretty good at swimming. If anyone wants to hop on board, and I'll be the floating island I was really meant to be.
I don't mind hopping on.
Are they in a discreet place, or are them splashing around, drawing a lot of attention to themselves?
Well, they're in the water. So
I assume that
it's-
Gnoll kicking to propel them forward is having a
Yeah.
time.
Who's freaking out and now tearing apart the boat as he's panicking in the water. So you'd guess that he's probably going to attract whatever, if anything, that's in the water as he's fluttering around like an injured fish.
I
Oh,
stay on land.
yikes.
Huh? Gygax, you're staying on land?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, never mind. I remember it splashing around it's.
You know what?
You
I
want
want to
to...
add a little to this.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and make it smell like blood coming from their area.
Caleb, I want to remind you that we have to bring them in dead, just not them being dead.
Yeah, basically. As you start to watch, who wants to roll me a d20 here? I'll take anyone can roll it for what happens here. Because there's up to a
Roll
few. Alright.
Never mind.
Okay, 12, that works. Alright. As you lot begin to watch the, kind of taking a moment, as Tun rushes up to the edge, Melvin casting his spell, Doots and Gygax kind of just sitting and watching. Suddenly, Tuntun kind of comes to the edge of the water, realizing for a moment watching these creatures from the distance fluttering about in the water, and realizing what that actually means, and it stops and backs away from the water a few steps just in case.
He's like, hold on, listen.
Unbeknownst to the party, as there are these creatures very vehemently around these lands, because y'all don't know these are domesticated species, you watch as what you assume is a massive tentacle come out of the water about 10 feet long and latch onto the boat and pull it under. Another one latching out and grabbing the two of the gnolls in one go, leaving the third only for a few moments later, where there, as you watch it pulled under, hearing the barking yip for a few seconds as it goes dead silent and nothing but the sounds of the waves crashing can be heard.
Well, I
Well,
don't
I
think
think
we're
they're
going to
dead.
be turning them in.
Ton.
That's
He says in
Yeah.
agreement.
Well, wait. We're connected to the hive, right, Melvin?
At least to Zabril.
Can we not confirm that through our own memories that they did in fact die?
Melvin realizing
No,
he is a live recording machine, or a live stream for Zebril at any time he wants to look.
You know, I mean, we can at least mention it, I suppose.
Alright. Well, gnolls are dead. Spiders are dead. The Murlocs are dead. The slaves are
That
gone.
one spider's alive.
That one spider is still alive, but I
Where?
wouldn't be surprised if it's been the same spider.
That same spider that got sentience just still going around like, fuck! They're still here! Why
If
don't
it's
they leave
still
me
alive.
alone?
If it's still alive, it better become my pet and bow down and beg for mercy.
Gygax smiles through clenching, with drooling teeth, I imagine.
Spinning the bullets on my fingers.
Well, I'd say a fantastic way to end a beach episode is to, sleep under the stars in the ruins of a fish person's village.
Okay. Does anybody have complaints about camping out here for the night, out of curiosity?
I don't think moving through the forest and
Is there somewhere to hide? I don't want to just sleep out in the open.
There.
There's the ruins.
There's the what you now realize was a root cellar for these creatures storing. What you now dudes put together was probably their version of trying to make alcohol from fish and honey.
Fishy.
That now stinks of vomit and fish heads and honey.
Yeah.
Not a good brew.
But
If you
technically,
stay out here, I'll stay awake. I have sense vibrations and 60-foot dark vision.
Wow.
So you're not going to be resting the whole night? Like you're not getting any rest?
I can sleep on the back of Tuntun's back while you guys walk back to town tomorrow morning.
All right.
Fair.
all right. As you lot gather together in a circle, kind of laying out your bedrolls, blankets for some who are too big for bedrolls.
Remember my bed? I do have a bedroll, but it's just like my pillow.
Yeah, the pillow inside, yeah. The pillow inside your shell, you come and pull the bedroll that you've wrapped up, pull out, lay down on. You lot kind of start to go lay down for a long rest. As in the distance, cutting to another scene, we see Zebril just sighing with irritation that he has his quest lined up for them to be sent off to a new land, and they decide to spend the night on the beach. Mortals don't make sense to you. Lesser folk don't make sense to you, Zebril, but as the night goes on and they seem unbothered and unissued, the party returns back to town the following day without issue. We're gonna cut here. As you lot go or head to meet with Zebril, seeing that he is waiting for you at the city gates with what looks to be a going away basket of sorts that his guards are kind of holding off to the side. One of the guards clearly looking as if he misunderstood what the situation was as you lot come down into or find yourselves walking into the cave, seeing this group of people waiting for you. But as you look on, seeing Zebril, his guards, the gift basket in the guard's hand, we will come back next time where you guys will find out what's going on and what you did wrong or what you didn't do wrong. We thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.